Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Citywide Field here in beautiful London, Ontario, Canada. My name is Ron Fawerda, and thank you very much for joining us for Junior Mustang action here on this Friday night versus the Scarborough Thunder. Captains are at midfield right now. The 2-1 Mustangs against the 0-2 Thunder.
Play music, Tom.
We will be having a moment of silence here in a few moments here. Jay Fletcher, who was a referee in the London area, Jay once again wants to thank everyone for donating, for doing a moment of silence to honoring Jason. Jason, the officials will be wearing black armbands for the rest of the year with number 59. Jason was an official with the London referees for over 16 years and 4 years in Belleville and Bay of Quinton area. Jason worked at all levels from football, from minor level to OFC junior, and was part of the London officials executive and was approaching the game with the utmost integrity. Jason is survived by his wife, Colleen, and his 2 children, Sydney and Graham. Hang on 1 second for the playing of O Canada. Spud.
Ladies and gentlemen,
How's Spud?
please remain on the sideline to keep your helmets off. Football team, please remain on the sideline. We'd like to make an announcement. This past week, we lost one of our own. As we look at the referees at the center field, we want to acknowledge that Jay Fletcher, one of our referees, has passed away. The officials will be wearing black armbands the rest of the year with Jason's official number 59. Jason was with the London officials for 16 years, 4 years at the Belleville Bay of Quincy area. Jason worked at all levels of football, from minor to OFC junior, and was part of the London football officials executive, and always approached the game with the utmost integrity. Jason is survived by his wife Colleen and 2 children, Sydney and Graham. The service is Saturday, September 21st from 1 to 3, following a celebration of life at 3:30. It will be held at Dennings of Scarborough. The TD Bank of Scarborough is also accepting donations for a trust fund for Jason's children. Could we please have a moment of silence for our good friend, Jay Fletcher? Once again, Jay, we love you. You'll be missed. Alrighty, let's get ready for some football. I'll pass over to James Siege, your master of the ceremony.
And thank you again. I'm actually joined on the game mic now by Coach KJ Kinnemy. We're going to talk a little bit about Jason as the night goes on. Again, you know, Jay, you and I have both known Jay for a long time. You know, being involved with the game as long as we have. I always thought he was a really, really great official. I thought he, you know, the word integrity. You know, I will and the officials know it, and you've heard it. I will harp on the refs, you know, all the time. But I always loved going to a game that I knew Jason was officiating with, because I knew the game would be called fair. I know it would be called with respect. and not only respect for the other teams, but respect for the players and players' safety.
Yeah.
That was always Jay's, with me, that was always one of the
things.
things.
Jay loved the game. He loved the kids. He was a great part of our Junior Mustangs championship weekend. Our thoughts go. We'll talk a little bit more about Jay as we go on. And I'm KJ Kennedy. I'm going to bring you the opening kickoff. The Junior Mustangs will be kicking from left to right on your YouTube dial. Thank you to Steph Melrose, our producer, Adam Melrose, and obviously Alex Stoddard on the onside kickoff. Before I can give Alex Stoddard his props, the Scarborough Thunder recovered, and they're going to return it, Ron, for a 62-yard touchdown. Wow, what a way to start for the Thunder.
Wow, D.L.A. McLean took that right up the 55-yard line, and it was off to the races. A little bit of poor contain there.
Yeah.
On the special teams, you can just see, just off to the races, just nobody was there. And, that's the danger when you onside kick and something like that,
Yeah.
And when you do that all the time, that's a
Yeah, and as we saw the replay there, Ron, you could see he just caught it in stride and kind of went the other way. What a great play by – and this Scarborough Thunder team lost last week 62-18. They're 0-2 coming into this game. The Mustangs are 2-1. And wow, Ron, we're not even – I can't see the clock.
We're 9 seconds
the
into
brand
the
new
game.
clock that we got here at Citywide. It's sponsored by the LMFA, and it's just awesome to see. And what a way to start for the Scarborough Thunder.
One of the things you always say on the road is you start early and you want to take the crowd out of it and set the tone. And they have definitely struck early. You can't get any more than that. As it looks like they are going for two. Scarborough's going to call timeout.
They take a timeout. Let's talk a little bit about more Jay. As you said, Ron, one thing about football, I think oftentimes beyond the wins and losses and the calls, we always get on referees. Of course, it's the easiest thing to do. That's their job. But Jay was a professional. He took it on the chin many times. But what I loved about him, Ron, was that he was able to, in the heat of the moment, describe the situation. And that's what you want from an official. And all these officials are great here in London, and we have a great relationship with our, with our referees. I was talking to Mike Valenza, one of the founding fathers of the London Junior Mustangs. One of the things we're thinking to do it next year, as the referees are wearing this 59, we want to put that on all the helmets, something we're going to talk to them and their family, and hopefully they'll be good with that. But again, Jay Fletcher, just a great man. He's a Panther fan, so that's my second favorite team. So you got to love him, and he's wearing his Luke Kuechly shirt in that picture that we showed early. So here we go. Here comes the extra point, fans. And Ron, just your thoughts.
I was kind of saying a little bit more there. I always, and I will be the first one to harp on officials, but Jay was always, you could always count on him, to be to call a game that was fair. And again, player safety was always the utmost important. As we see, number 11, Nicholas Penovich was a quarterback. And I believe that's number 33 was the ball carrier.
Yeah.
And
we get this shot here, Ron, from the camera. We're blind, you and I, we're old guys. Yeah. But let's watch the replay, Ron, as he does go to the flat here. And a good tackle that time by the corner from the Junior Mustangs.
And good job. You're getting just a flat pattern. Here you go. It's a tight end release. Good job there. Chase Smith, number 10, leading the tackle there. And I believe it was number 33 as well. That's Francis Curcio. He's had himself a heck of a season so far.
Yeah, and I know he got banged up at practice the other day, but what a great play there. And now here comes the kickoff, return now for the Mustangs, and we're going to see DJ Fonte. He led the OPFL this summer in passing, and they have a two-quarterback monster at the Junior Mustangs. They got here, Greg Wilson, the offensive coordinator, has DJ Fonte and Jed Trippish, and pretty good weapons to have at quarterback.
Jed Super Trooper has been, he's been one of those. Again, with a lot of these kids, they're from that Pee Wee program that went a couple of years.
In the second year of the division, and three straight championships.
Yeah, 3 straight championships, but
different level now.
You're playing, and again, you and I commented on this. You're playing against some big boys on here for the Scarborough Thunder. Number 88 86 is the kicker, Sulfet, and he short kicks it over to the left-hand side there. It is picked up. Trying to pick up the number
23, and he's
going
to go.
Caden Boer,
DeBoer.
Anything you can do, I can do better. DeBoer's up to the 40-yard line, tackled down about the 35-yard line, about the 30-yard line, Jay. Good return there by DeBoer.
Yeah, DeBoer doing a good job of following his blocks, and so it's been an interesting start. 2 great kick returns by both teams, and as we see the replay here, Ron, DeBoer catches the football at about the Mustang 45 and then circles around, finds a block, and he's able to sift his way through for a huge return, and just a great opportunity for the Mustangs here and DJ Fonte.
Yeah, 29-yard line is where it is. So Fonte.
DJ comes out. He's got 2 guys split to his right. They're in a base formation,
motion to the front side. He hands the ball off inside, and the run by McCauley. McCauley bounces it. He bounces, and he's going to get about 8 or 9 yards run. Nice little run to start the game.
A little bit of inside zone play on that. So he's pressing the inside hole, good patience, and then cuts it outside. As you can see right there, good tackle there on the edge. There you can see the inside handoff, and it was a good tackle there on the edge by number 14. Again, the gentleman that we just saw take the return, so Mr. McLean.
So DJ Fonte comes up first and 5, now second and 5 for the Mustangs at about the 25-yard line of the Scarborough Thunder. He's in gun motion to the left out of the base formation. He hands it off inside. He fakes the handoff, and he's got a man in the corner. He throws, and it's Abazini, and he just misses it just near the sideline. That was a tough one, Ron. We'll get the replay in a minute. But what a good throw and a good route there. He's wide open on that play.
Really good concept there. You had an in cut with the outside receiver, and Abu, as we affectionately call him, he was just running a straight corner route there. And as you can see, he's just wide
tried to
open.
keep his feet in, but the ball was just a little bit. He could have made it. Would have been a tough circus catch, Ron.
Yeah, again, DJ had lots of time, though, and that's something that he does do from time to time. He can rush his throw a little bit. Third and five here for DJ as he, again, out of the base formation, hands it off to McCauley. McCauley gets the edge, and he's going to be, Ron, with the first down a little bit more. He bounces it, and he's going to get it inside, I think, the 5, maybe the 6-yard line, Ron. Oh, no, we're looking at probably about the 10-yard line is, I think, where it's coming in.
I'll check the replay, Ron. He's about the 6, I would say.
So just a little outside zone play. So a Zorro play over to the left-hand side. It was a straight stretch play, and then he gets to the edge. And he does what I like about McCauley's running when he's done it a couple times is he's not afraid to bounce it, but he's also not afraid to square up his shoulders and really stick his foot in the ground and bring contact.
Here comes Fonte, 2x2 once again. Motion to the right from the Keyshawn Manning, play action. He throws. He's got his man in the flat. It's Manning, and Manning is going to score, I believe, Ron.
I think he's a little bit short.
Is he short? Oh, yeah. Just short. It's tough to see here. Looked like we'll have to get the replay. He was very close to getting it over. Take us through the replay, Ron.
Just a little. There we go. Manning was in the flats. He was lined up in the H position. Just a little H flats route. And again,
I like that play, Ron. That's a nice little design on first down.
Yeah, good job of doing a double clear out there with the wide receivers. But Manning, again, one of those younger kids, it's just. I wish he could just square his shoulder up and just accelerate through that tackle a little bit more.
Second and goal from the 1-yard line for DJ Fonte in the gun. He takes the ball and hands it off inside. And I don't think he got anything there. May have lost a yard, Ron. What penetration that time by the Scarborough Thunder D-line.
Big number 33, Jaden Gale again, comes up. He was lined up in the 3-tech position. You can just see that's a big boy out there.
Yeah. Take us through the replay there. It was just a good job by Scarborough.
Yeah, really
as
good
we
job.
See it.
Actually, he was playing the end position. He just crashed right down, washed down the entire line there, and was able to make the tackle.
So third and goal from the, I would call it the 1.5-yard line, Ron, for the Mustangs. Fonte, again, 2x2. His fullback is offset to the left. They try to get him to draw him offside. I think it worked. He takes a shot. I don't know why they blew a dead run. Should have been a free play. Nevertheless, should be a first down here because it looks like Scarborough went offside.
Yeah, well, Scarborough definitely went offside on that. Number 33, this is going to be, we just sung the praises of him. But he's actually playing in the linebacker position the way I just saw how they're lining up. It's almost like a 3-4 defense that they're running here.
Right.
Maybe, but he's lining up inside, and he's shooting that B gap, which is the gap between the guard and the tackle, and he just shot that through. So
but it's on the Mustang. No, it's on them. So this will be first and goal, Ron.
Yeah, they are. The officials are taking half the distance of the goal, so it is the encroachment.
Love Greg Wilson and Coach Bruno DeSando's play call there, the Hank call, if you will.
Yeah.
To draw them offside. And on third down and 1, you don't really have much to gain or lose because they're going to bring penetration and using that against them. Great job by the calling of the Junior Mustang coaching staff.
Yeah, again, that's a really smart play, and again, good job from the offensive line holding your water.
Yeah,
on
great
that.
job.
That's a tough thing to do.
First and goal for Fonte out of the gun again. Base formation, 2x2. Both backs split out. Fonte looks. He's got a man over the middle. He throws, and it is a touchdown pass. And I think it's to
Caden Melrose.
Cam Melrose. DJ Wonderbread with the catch. What a good route on the slant. It was a sled kind of play action. It was just a nice design play. Take us through it, Ron, on the replay.
Yeah, there you go. It's just a straight inside slant play, which is really hard to do, which is really hard to cover.
From the goal line, Ron, no less, at the bantam level.
Again, as you saw there, the back was wide open in the flats as well, so they had a couple options. personally, I would have taken the check down. It was because he was wide open. But again, good job by Fonte throwing it. They recognized that they've got something and they went after it right away.
Love the play calling. Pretty balanced. First play they come out, they throw the corner route. Looks like it was just close, almost caught, not caught. But then they run the football really well, and they come back kind of pass run compliment. What do you like about so far what you've seen?
Well, a good job of running inside, running outside. As well, so you're not showing any keys there, and good job really also as well getting your receivers involved with it. Couple easy passes, but you can see that they're trying to attack the slots, attack with the slots on their outside linebackers.
It was 15 for 6.
Yeah.
15 for 6. 15 for 6.
So. And again, just handed this. The Junior Mustangs are pleased to welcome one of our newest sponsors to the Junior Mustang family, a touchdown and a jersey sponsor, King of the Pigs Restaurants here. They're well known for their unique charcoal-infused chicken as well as their signature sauces, with two locations in the London area to cater for you. And again, from somebody who likes food, I've eaten it a couple times.
Great place.
Really great place.
Thank you, Rui, to all what you've done for us this year. Great chicken. Here we go. Kickoff. It is, again, the short kick. I don't know. Did it get 10, Ron? I'm not sure. I don't think it did.
Well, it hit one of the Junior Mustangs players, and because of that, it came forward. You're going to have an illegal touching at about the 54-yard line of the
So great field position for Scarborough.
Yeah, so let's see what they can do on offense now after,
the Mustangs defense has had a pretty good start to the season, Ron. That first game loss, Coach Adam Merrills was away. But a good game, 21-7. You were here. You called that game. Just a great football game. Just they came up short. It happens in football. Getting used to each other and all that kind of stuff. Let's see how the defense responds. The Mustangs, 6. Did they not get the extra point, Ron?
No, the extra point was missed.
Blocked. So
he pushed it to the right.
Push it to the right. Yeah. So it's 6-6. And here comes Scarborough. They're under center. The quarterback calls the signals. He's got quads. Trips. Quads to the left of him to the field. He throws a screen to number 8, and it's dropped, Ron. Take us through that play.
Just a little step-off screen there, and this is a dangerous throw because he comes back quite a bit for that ball. That was Ilyam is the receiver's name. Nathan Ilyam, I believe it is the name.
And the quarterback is number 1, it looks like. I'm just trying to find his name.
There isn't a number 1, so I think it's number 11.
Is it 11, Ron?
Yeah, which is
Nicholas
Penovich.
And nice throw. I like the design, the quads. I love that formation. Here we go. 2nd down and 10 for the Scarborough Thunder. They come out more in a balanced formation with 2 backs. They get motion to the boundary from one of their backs. I formation, hands it off to the outside. And here comes that Mustang defense, but a cutback by number 86. And he's going to go nowhere as the Mustangs swarm him as we go through the replay. Ron, take us through that.
This is an outside zone play coming out here. You can see they're under-eyed, so they recognize something. And what I really like about this is Denny Amir from the linebacker position has not given up anything. He had his motor going, and actually I think Denny's playing DN there, and he does a good job of containing that and forcing it back inside, and then he's there to clean it up.
Great penetration that time.
Right off the edge.
So we're going to get a 3rd and let's call it 18, Ron, for the Scarborough Thunder from their 49-yard line as they go under center. And again, they're in the base. They're in 3-by-2 formation. There's a flag. He looks. What an arm! Nice throw over the middle, but it's incomplete. And we'll have to see what the flag is, Ron.
I think the Scarborough Thunder lined up offside on that because the referees were actually calling down there. Back up, and they didn't do that.
This quarterback from Scarborough, though, Ron. I'm not sure how much tape Coach Adam Melrose might. I know they did scout them, but nice throw over the middle there.
Yeah, and again, they did have a receiver. Number 81 he had a step on.
What do you like about the formation so far, Ron? They've come out and they've quads, trips, I formation. Pretty good job here. Both teams have, just using different things at the Bantam level, which are not usually used to the I formation, cloud of dust, and both these teams are throwing the football early here.
Well, again, what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep you on balance, so you don't have any keys or something. Again, at this level of football in the OFC, film exchange is such a big thing. You go out and you scout, you get to see everybody. So, there's no real secrets here, at these levels anymore. So it's really, really hard, for some of these kids. And again, as we're looking down the defensive line there,
4th and 18, Ron.
It was offside against the Scarborough Thunder.
And I don't know if you have the number, Ron, of the 2 returners. I'll let you call them. I think Stashwick is one of them. I'm not sure what the other one is, but here comes the punt. 4th and 18 from the Scarborough Thunder.
2 onside men there, too.
2 onside guys. A nice high punt, and it doesn't get the first down marker. They blow it dead. Chase Smith caught it. I'm not sure, Ron. I know that rule, but there's no wind, and Chase would have had probably a nice return. But like you said, you've always coached us. Catch the ball in the air. That's what Chase does.
Yeah, and again, Chase does a really, really good job of attacking this ball. You can see him. He's coming up there. He's tracking it and attacks it there. And again, they just blow it dead there. And again, thank you to all of our corporate sponsors and everything for helping us bring you this production. And again, one of them is Beckett Personal Injury Lawyers, who are dedicated exclusively to personal injury litigation. Their lawyers fiercely advocate for fair compensation. Beckett has been a long-standing sponsor of the Junior Mustangs and are very proud of all the players and coaches.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs and Fonte. Again, that base formation from Greg Wilson and Coach Bruno DeSando. And as they snap the football, Fonte looks. He's got a receiver. He takes a shot in the dark night here. And what an effort. I think that was Kieran Buckley. I'm not sure. But a good job of coverage that time as we get the replay around. Take us through the replay.
It's Clarion Akapova who's out on the outside there. He's just taking a good job. This is actually a really good defensive play there.
Hey, Ron, how about Stephanie Melrose in these replays? I mean, God, I just watched the game from here. I can see everything. I can't see anything in this dark night, Ron.
She does a fantastic job. I think
she's better than Adam. I don't know. Don't let him hear that, though.
No, there's no question she's better than Adam.
Well, for many reasons, right?
Exactly.
No, we love Adam. He's great, and thank to the Melrose family for allowing us to do this. Here's Fonte. He throws a toss out this time to the running back, and he takes it, and oh, what a shot, but he spins off and Ron, what a job, and you talked about it. Yards after contact. Talk about how important those are at this age.
It's huge, because that's the difference between, a 12-yard run and one's up being a 16 run. It doesn't sound like much, only 4 yards on a 110-yard field. But what I really
There's a flag though, Ron. Sorry.
That's okay. What I really like about Macaulay on this is look at the finish there.
Yeah.
He takes the big shot and then
keeps going.
Now it is going to be it's a hold against
after yards were gained?
After the on the Mustangs. It is after yards gained. So what they're doing is at the spot of the foul, they're marching it back 10 yards. Because they had enough yards before the foul was infracted to get the first down, we're going to reset the sticks, and it's going to be a first down here.
So still, the yards count for Macaulay, but the penalty, because it was after yards were gained, counts. Here comes Fonte. He's got 2x2 once again. He's got Keyshawn Manning offset to his right as a fullback. They go empty again, Ron. And Fonte sprints out. He looks. He's got a man to the corner. It is Abazzini again. Abazzini catches the football. First down. What a play, Ron. Man, that was a great throw. And I love what Greg Wilson's doing here. He's airing the ball out in this Friday Night Lights atmosphere.
Well, again, I talked to them about it a little bit earlier. They think that they've got something with the slot receivers on those 2 backs. And that's the second time we've seen that corner route. This time, again, it wasn't to the wide side of the field. And that's what I think one of the things about DJ. DJ Fonte does a really good job of attacking the boundary, which is the short side of the field. That's where he has a much more effective
But that time
throw.
he went to the field wrong, because now it's in the boundary. Here we go.
But he rolled.
10. Yeah, he rolled. 1st and 10. They made it an easier throw. You're correct. Here's the inside handoff to Macaulay. Macaulay stuttering.
Great block.
He makes a move. And here goes Macaulay. He's going to take it for a first down. And Ron, you talked about yards after contact. Great block. Wow. The Mustangs are just flying on offense here on this Friday night.
Yeah, this is a really, and again, not very often do the big boys up front get credit. But I'll tell you something there. Number 53, Zicky Abraham, absolutely.
Yeah, you can see it there in the replay.
Right there, you can see him driving, and he does a great job of opening up that alley.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs on about the 26-yard line of the Scarborough Thunder. Ball's on the right hash, 2x2 once again for Wilson. And here comes Fonte. He looks. He's got a man in the flat. He hits his man, number 15, and that's Mr. Melrose. There's a flag. I think it's on the tackle. I think it's a face mask, maybe.
Yeah,
we'll have to get it. But what a play. Once again, I love the way Melrose has stepped up here tonight, catching the football underneath and in the physical area, and just doing a good job. And again, another first down. It's going to be some extra yards they'll run.
Yeah, again, it's a high tackle on that, so we're going to go up. We're going to go up 10. We're going to go up. I believe it's going to be 10 yards here. I'm not sure if it's going to be 10 or 15. If it's 15, then you're going to be looking at first and goal situation. But again, just a little with the concept I call, which is the ghost concept. You run off the outside guy, you just run that out. And JF said it, if you've listened to a broadcast before, the out is uncoverable to the wide side of the field in the Canadian game. And it's a really high percentage throw, and it's one of the toughest things in football. at any level
To
in
defend.
the Canadian game to defend.
Here come
But
the
when you
Mustangs. They
defend
only got a
it
few
and you
seconds
can
here,
jump
Ron,
it.
as the play's been blown in. I like their hustle. The ball's on about, I would say, we're on the 2-yard line. It's tough to tell. Maybe Steph can get us a zoom or something. I'm not sure. As the handoff is play action.
No.
DJ keeps it, and DJ's going to walk in. And wow, you know, Ron, I got to tell you something. This is fun to watch. Take us through it.
DJ Fonte, this is a great play fake on this. What I really like is the commitment of the running back. You can see McCauley's in the eye there, and he really sells it like he's got the ball. You only have to sell it for about 2 or 3 seconds, and he does that. And Fonte gets the edge. And as a quarterback, you're always told you got to make one guy miss when you're the ball carrier. Makes his guy miss, walks into the end zone for the 1-yard scamper. And now the Mustangs are up in this game.
And who's the kicker? Is that Jed kicking? Yes, it is. He's going to attempt his second extra point. I think it's 2 points at this level, Ron. And Keyshawn Manning looks to put it down here as they will get the long snap here from Gio. It's down, it's up, it's good. And the Mustangs have pulled ahead here by 8 points, Ron. And just as we do that, I just want to talk about Oxford Learning Centers. They are the answer, whether it's early reading or advanced calculus. And everything in between. Oxford Learning Center's unique approach to after-school tutoring can help your child succeed. Oxford Learning is pleased to partner with the London Junior Mustangs academic program. And of course, you can't book your session now because it's only done during their summer season. But hey, Ron, talk about that kick. What a good job there by Jed Trippish to punch that through with Manning on the hold.
You know, Jed is a kid who I've known for a number of years. Jedi, as we see, one of the big boys here. Walker, how are you tonight?
I'm good.
Come on down. You can sit down. You want to?
Maybe we'll get Walker at halftime. We'll do an interview with Big Walker.
Yeah.
His brother Ryan's on the O-line. Here comes the kickoff, Ron. Like you said, Jed Trippish, just a great kicker. Let's see what he does here. Obviously, the first kickoff was the Scarborough score on the short kick, but Jed with those high white socks drives the football into the Friday night. A nice bounce, and it goes off a Scarborough guy. It's touched, and they're going to have the ball there. Good job by Jed that time.
Yeah, that time they do instead of trying to moonshot it or get that really high kick, it's much more of a line drive kick. What you're looking for there is a little bit of contact. You're looking at a ricochet action off one of the players, and then, well, now it's fair game. So.
Hey, Ron, we got a couple new guys tonight. We got DJ Fonte, and he's, Nick Fonte, DJ's older brother, and he's on the music, and he's pumping out some good tunes there on a Friday night. And we've got Jamison Eaves doing the play-by-play, his first time doing it. We asked him to do that around 5 today, and he graciously accepted. He's doing a great job.
Yeah. And again, thanks to all the volunteers and everything.
Here we go, first and 10 here for Scarborough, Ron, at about, I'm going to say the 35, Ron, on the right hash. And again, they're having issues getting the play, and they do call their second timeout. And in the OFL, you have 4 timeouts. You call them at any point, so they're down to 2 for the game, Ron.
Yeah, but that's still that's a huge, that's 2 you've taken in the first quarter, and they're on alignment issues. I understand you don't want to get down. You started with such great, momentum and everything, taking the opening kickoff for a touchdown, but I've always been, I'd rather take the delay of game penalty at this point, go back to 5 yards and reset. Those timeouts are so valuable later on in the game.
And I think the problem is Scarborough starting a little bit later than everybody else.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, though, this Scarborough team, I love to coach this team. They got some players on this team. But, again, 2 timeouts taken, and Adam Melrose, the defense came out. And so far, the defense hasn't given up any points. It was a special teams touchdown that Scarborough got. And I think the score, Steph, is 14-6. We've got it at 13. It's 2 for a kick, so just to let you know that. But, hey, Ron, Scarborough, look at the size. Some of these guys, number 63, I don't know if you got his name there, Ron, but that guy, or 68, Liam Tuick, I mean, he's the biggest Bantam we've ever seen in our life.
Number 33 is also, he's a man now. So now they've
under center is the quarterback, Ron.
Under center split set, or ace formation
and
now.
They got quads. The trips, and they throw the screen again, and this time the Mustangs missed the tackle. They miss another. What a play. He's got the edge, and he may go, Ron. He's going to. And this is a huge play. Number 6, Terry Newman, number 8, my bad. That's Nathaniel Ayanam and Ron. Wow, what a start to this game. Offense, a plethora here on Friday night.
I was talking to the coaches before the game, and they said that they were really concerned about number 8 and his speed to the edge.
Here it is, Ron.
The second time they've done that step off screen.
Look at that little stiff arm there, Ron.
Yeah. Excuse me. So you had Caden DeBoer miss the open field tackle, Chase Smith trying to get in there and miss the tackle.
And it wasn't me was trying in on it, but I mean, that's a tough, when you get a big guy like that in space, you got to rally to the football, and the Mustangs were just a second off. That's what it seemed like, Ron. And hey, Scarborough making this a football game. Friday Night Lights, YouTube. We got Stephanie Melrose, our producer. We got Alex Stoddard on the camera. What a beautiful day so far.
Yeah, just a fantastic night. You know, this is always that time of year where it can get really, really iffy with the weather. And again, we see them lining up for one. Whether if they throw it over, it is a two-pointer, though. We have flags on the play. Throws it over, and it is caught for the two-point conversion.
But I think they're going to have an illegal formation, Ron, here. And Scarborough having issues. I think the issue, Ron, is, you know, they're pretty good when they can get a playoff, but then it's after that. Now this is a unit or a situation where they've got to go for the extra point, and we'll have to see what the penalty call is, Ron. But nevertheless, if it's 14-all, I'll tell you, man, where else would you rather be on a Friday night? We're here at the Forest City. You were the president of the LMFA, Ron. You've been with the Mustangs program since its inception. You were with the Falcons, the original team before the London Junior Mustangs took over. I'll tell you, Ron, you've been all over the map here. Have you ever seen a first quarter like this at the Bantam level on a Friday night? I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, not very often. Both offenses are coming out and firing. They both teams feel that they've got something on the other team they want to take advantage of. We can see it clearly in the play design and the play calling by Coach Wilson, and as well by Scarborough.
So procedure that time, Ron. So how to explain what happens now? The point after. No, they're actually going to have to move that back.
No, they're going to take it on the kickoff.
No, they're redoing it. So the point doesn't count. So they're going to redo it to the 10-yard line. So now Ron explained, still a 2-point conversion, but it goes back 5 because they completed the conversion. The Mustangs took the penalty. Good job by Melrose, Coach Adam Melrose, to take that penalty.
Again, they're lining up more man now.
Quads again, Ron.
And you've got number 8 in the slot here.
Here's the quarterback. How do you say that name, Ron? Say that again. Penchers. The ball's on the ground. He moves. He gets tackled, and he gets out of it. And what a surge! That was, I think, number 55 for the Junior Mustangs, Ron, in on the play.
Don't have a number 65. So that was Jaden Sargent.
Yeah.
Jaden Sargent. And then also, I'm sorry I missed that there. I think it was Connor Lang, number 14, who was also in on the tackle on that. So 14-12, Jay. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in the first quarter. You know, we've had games here where this is being like a score at the end of the game, definitely not the first quarter.
Yeah. So the Mustangs do hold in a good decision on taking that penalty, and here comes Scarborough's second kickoff of the ball game. Last time, Caden DeBoer had a huge return run all the way to the 30-yard line.
Refs all said 2.
It's 2 for a kick.
He said Bantam, it should be
Bantam's 1, so Bantam's 1 for the kick. So it's 13-12. We're just getting some clarification. So Bantam, a little different than the Pee Wee level we had last Friday run, so it is only a 1 point. So it's 13-12 instead of 14-12, but still the Mustangs nevertheless have the lead. Here's the kickoff, and it's caught, and this time it's McCauley or Keyshawn Manning. Keyshawn Manning makes a move, and he stutters, and big number 77 for Scarborough run. That's Martin Benford in on the tackle. Good job on special teams for the Thunder.
Yeah, you know, again, one of the things I preach to the kids, you catch the ball in the air, and again, this is the younger player in him coming out. He's trying to dance around too much. There's 3 things to being really good at return.
So that last drive, Ron Sawyer, was brought to you by Source for Sports, proudly serving London and surrounding areas since 1972, inviting you to visit and receive a 10% discount on all purchases for all Junior Mustang families. A top-tier sponsor, wishing each team a championship season. So here we go. At quarterback is Fonte, and again, they come in that base formation, and so far the Mustangs kind of in that same formation on motion to the left. Here's DJ. He takes a motion. He's got a man downfield. He takes a shot. Number 14 catches it. That's Sadat. Number 4, sorry. Sadat makes a move, and he's going to have a first down. The ball goes out of bounds, but oh, no, Ron. He's grabbing his knee, and I don't know if he's okay. Ankle. Sorry, Ron.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Is that Cam Sadat, I think, Ron, number 4?
Yeah, that's Cameron Sadat.
Take us through the replay, Ron.
Again, really good concept. Again, DJ rolls out of pressure. They have something there. Does a good job of tackling the ball, but this is a really high tackle by number 8. Spun him around. Again, we've sung the praises of that young man earlier, but that's one of the things that the referees are trying to get away from, is that spinning tackle and driving them into the ground. So it's
the one thing I would say though, Ron, is Sadat had the first down, and I don't know why the defense is coming on. I think they think it's a turnover. Was it a turnover?
Well, he fumbled it out of bounds, but
the other kid touched it before it rolled out.
Can we get the replay? He didn't touch it before it rolled out. That's a horrible call, Ron. Here's the replay. As he gets tackled, he gets spun around right here. He goes, the ball never goes, the Cam threw the ball out of bounds. What's the call here? So it is a turnover, and I don't know. What do you see, Ron, on the replay?
I'm seeing the same thing you are. He's got the first down here.
No, like it's not, like it's clear as day. He throws the ball out of bounds. That's just not a very good call. And again, Cam gets up, and hopefully he's going to be okay. But hey, we love the refs, and of course our good friend Jay Fletcher's passed away. But I'll tell you, if he was revving tonight, he knows what I'd be saying to him. That was not a good call. I don't believe.
No, There was an official who was right there who made that call, and
let's get it one more time. Maybe Steph could get it. I don't know. I think it looks like it because of the white or the yellow on the sideline. Maybe it looks like maybe it did. Maybe we're missing it, Ron. Let's take a look here. Here it comes.
Spun down right now.
I think they thought it went off of him, but it didn't, Ron.
No, it did. It hit his leg. It hit number 8's leg coming
Ron,
out there, I think.
I don't think so. It looked like it did. You're right, Ron.
Yeah.
But it looked like and it did are two different things.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, I don't. I think if had he punched the ball out, I agree with the call. But Cam got spun, got hurt, and then lost the football.
Well,
so Scarborough with the ball, Ron, here, and this has been one crazy first quarter here at Citywide Field, the place that you spent a lot of time at, Ron. We'll get into that a little bit later. Here we go as they go under center I formation. Base formation, they hand it off inside, and the Mustangs get it. It's a fumble, and they're going to get the ball right back, Ron. I'm not sure who got it. You will see the replay here, Ron. But, wow, this has been crazy. We've had everything in this first quarter.
Yeah, again, the turnover, he doesn't get that snap there, and I'm trying to get the number there. I thought it was 21. I thought it was McCauley in there at first, but I don't think it was. It might have been. I'm just trying to look on the...
Maybe we'll get the replay. I don't know if Steph can see the number, and we'll get the name for you. But
number 11, Finn Hart.
I think the D-line, did they punch it out or did he just fumble it?
No, it's Finn Hart.
Finn Hart.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. As Shaggy, the reference, he knows why we use that reference, but he makes the recovery, and good for him. Johnny on the spot, and the Mustangs do a heck of a job here. And there's an injured player, a Scarborough player down, and Ron, this has been an interesting night. A lot of injuries early, but... I'll tell you, the first quarter, I haven't seen anything like this in my life in a long time, 13-12. And if you've joined us on YouTube, I hope you're enjoying our broadcast brought to you by Eric Ajax Communications and, of course, our producer, Adam Melrose, and his beautiful wife, Stephanie, as they have done a great job this year of bringing us these YouTube broadcasts. We did the OPFL Championships. Talk about your time, though, Ron. You've been a president. You've been a head coach. You've done it all, basically. And now you're the voice of an angel. You're on. We're missing our good man, John Urban, who usually does what I'm doing tonight. Yeah. And, John, we want to tell you we miss you. We love you. And hopefully we'll get you back soon and get you on the sticks where you belong. But, Ron, talk a little bit about your time with football. You've been doing it for a long time.
22. I just finished my 22nd season. That's not my 22nd year. I should say. As we see, number 21 for the Thunder getting up. That's Greg Sutton, who was the injured player. I started off coaching football at the London minor level, and I've done that for a long time. Stepped away from that last fall.
Yeah.
It was kind of after 21 years of that. And again, this is years. This is not seasons. I was actually having a conversation with somebody the other day, and I kind of did the calculation. 35 seasons I've been coaching.
Wow, that's a lot.
So
I think that's you and I are at the same number. I'm 49, and I started when I was 14. So yeah. I think that's the same. We're at the same. So, we've been doing it 70 years between the two of us, Ron, and we're still doing it. We love this game, and it's great to be able to call it. Here we go. It is a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs after the Scarborough Thunder turnover. Again, we have DJ Fontaine at quarterback, 2x2. And he calls the signals, barks them. He's got the inside read. He keeps the football this time, Ron. A nice little block there by Abuzini to spring him. And another fumble, Ron. 3 straight plays, 3 fumbles. Wow, what is going on tonight?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I want to say this is a pure play design, as we saw.
Oh, what a play by the Scarborough Thunder. We'll get that replay again. Look what he does, Ron. Watch him punch it out at the end.
This might be the same kid, number 8, who did that again.
Right here. Wow.
It is. It's number 8.
Yeah,
he's
last
time.
Number 8. That's Nathaniel Ayanan, and he's a ball player.
And he was the one that caught that long touchdown pass on that step-off screen that they did earlier. So you're seeing a little bit.
And he caused the fumble here on the last play that we had. We've got some weird noise coming. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Seems that's the Loudest cicada I've ever heard.
Is that a cricket?
No, it's a cicada. It's a bug.
What's a
living
cicada?
in there.
Oh,
So
here we
anyway-
go. Here comes the play. Sorry, guys, we lost you there. Ron and his cicada, and
The fumble.
Another fumble.
Well, no, they blew him dead.
my goodness, that would have been 4 in a row. Ron, take us through the replay right here. Great pressure by the Mustang D-line.
They turned it over.
They turned it over, 4 in a row. Like, Ron, can we call another play without a fumble?
It's Francis Curcio with the fumble recovery on that. Well,
No.
no, they're not saying it's a fumble.
Yeah, I didn't think so, Ron. Let's watch the replay. Maybe Steph can put that up for us.
I thought to be honest with you, I thought he was kind of down by contact.
Yeah.
He's kind of not going anywhere there. Spun down, and then the ball comes out.
But
when
same
it
as
hit the
Cam
ground.
Sadat's. He hit the ground and the
Yeah.
ball rolled out. Tough calls early, but we have had 4 fumbles on 4 straight plays. This time, the Thunder recover it second, and let's call it, how long did it take them to get here? 2 hours? That's what it seems like, second and 2 hours away.
Yeah.
So here we go.
So we're looking at second down and about 22 there.
Penchavez gets the signals. He's got split backs in the gun. He fakes the handoff. He's got a man down the field. What a shot to number 8. He hits him, Ron, and he bobbles it. And what a catch. And this is going to be a touchdown from the 401. What is going on today, Ron? Touchdown, and again, it's your man, number 8, Nathaniel Ayanim, from the quarterback, number 11, Penchivev, on a 85-yard touchdown pass.
Just a straight streak play. Does a good job of concentrating. 2 guys, were on coverage on that, and he blew by both of them. Just a really, we talked about this. The Scarborough team was going to get better as the season went on. That they took a default loss, and then they got it handed to them by Hamilton a little bit. But this team is big and athletic, and they've got a couple playmakers. And when you got a couple playmakers, you never know what can happen.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to go for 2 here again. This time he goes under center. He's got trips, so basically a shark formation, 3x2, it looks like, Ron, or quads.
Step off.
He's got the step off. He throws it up high, and it was nearly picked off by number 24 from the Mustangs. Ron, take us through that play.
Dylan Machado's in on the coverage on this. This is the same thing that they scored on earlier. This is just that step-off screen. They're trying to get the ball to their playmaker. That is number 8. We've kind of already established that. And it's the same play design. So they seem to be, we're trying to get him in the flats, or we're trying to get him on the street.
Here's the thing, though. The Mustangs can kick the football. Tripper's got the extra point. Yep. It's 18-13, so a touchdown would put them in the lead. These extra points are going to loom big later in this ball game.
Yeah, this is definitely something that, everyone harps on kickers in football. Everyone, as a former kicker myself, it's everyone kind of says, a kicker. But you know what? When you don't have one, you sure wish you did.
Yeah. Well, we had a kick opportunity this year, but it fell up short in the OPFL championship game. A great day on OPFL Junior Mustang TV back of the August long weekend, so we know what that's like. And it unfortunately got blocked. It was an opportunity to win the game. But here we go. Scarborough getting set to kick off. And again, Ron, it's a special team stuff. I mean, this is the delay of game, isn't it? All the balls just whistled in now. And Scarborough on the road here tonight with an 18-13 lead here in the first quarter on a Friday night.
Still in the first quarter. And, yeah.
How many points is that, Ron? I know John is that
28-31.
31 already here. Points on your Friday evening at Citywide Field. Here comes the kickoff, and it's driven to the middle of the field, driven right into the hands of a Mustang as he tries to take it to the edge, and number 21, that's McCauley, steps out of bounds, but a good return, Ron. And talk about what Subaru of London's done for the London Junior Mustangs.
Well,
Ron.
Subaru of London has been a proud sponsor of the Junior Mustangs, and proud to be Southwestern Ontario's main source of automotive industry's most dynamic brands. We offer a full selection of Subaru's most requested vehicles and popular vehicles, from top quality vehicles at affordable prices. Consider shopping at Subaru of London, and congratulations to all the players' families on terrific seasons.
Yeah, Ron, and here come the Mustangs. Now, the Mustangs have had 2 series where they've had big plays, but fumbles on consecutive. So Fonte comes in, and again, 2x2 formation for him.
Good to see Sadat back out.
Yeah, Sadat's back out. Here we go. The ball is snapped, and he play actions. He looks. He's got a man in the flats. That's Melrose. Melrose catches the football, Ron, and he's going to be about a yard short of the first down, maybe 2.
Just the little out route again, to the wide side of the field. It's almost impossible to cover. He's going to be short by
half a yard.
He's got the first down. He got it.
Oh, he got it. Okay, well, hey, good job by Melrose, and he's been a he's got a touchdown. That's his third catch so far
here's something,
early.
if we can go back to the start of the replay, this is something that is really hard to do. This is something that I like to call the crack out. You see how he angled down like he's going to crack?
And then
that
ran the
brings
out.
the linebacker in with you, the guy that's
Great
responsible. So you build yourself some room.
So Fonte's got 1st and 10 out of that base 2x2 formation from the left hash. He's got the whip action. He hands it off to Melrose. Melrose trying to get the edge, and he's going to get out there, but there's your guy, Ron. Number 8 is all over the field. At the end of the first quarter, it is the Scarborough Thunder 18, your London Junior Mustangs 13, Ron. Wow, what a start to this ball game.
Just a jet sweep, and again, they're trying to get numbers, but if you're going to run a jet sweep, I think you got to run it to the other side because number 8, my man, is sitting in the corner there.
The second quarter, Ron, who are they brought to us by?
The Budapest Restaurant, a taste of Hungary in London. It's the finest Hungarian restaurant in London, and offering Hungarian and Canadian cuisine for over 60 years. I've eaten there a number of times myself. Open every day for lunch and dinner. Guest experience, a taste of Hungary, and a new menu. Sorry, I just got lost up in the words there.
Well, Ron, it wasn't. Let me cut you off there, Ron. That was the last. This is the last play of the quarter as they're not switching ends. They hand it off to McCauley. McCauley cuts it up inside, makes another move, Ron, and he's gonna get about 3 or 4, Ron. It's gonna be up 3rd and 7. But Budapest Restaurant, Ron, have you eaten there? Pretty good place.
Yeah, I highly recommend the pierogies. They're handmade. Everything else. The sausage. I don't know how it's.
Yeah, they had one play left. There was it's 3rd down.
Why is it 3rd down?
Because they had the first down play with Melrose. He got stopped for a loss of a yard, and then there was still one play left. So now we're in the second quarter that Budapest Restaurant has brought to us, one of the London Junior Mustangs' great sponsors. Again, Ron, a sad night for the Junior Mustangs as we've had the passing of one of our own referees, Jay Fletcher. The pregame ceremony, Ron, was pretty special. Talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, again, the officials are all wearing black armbands this year with Jay's number, his officiating number 59 was there. And again, a gentleman that we've got to know over the years. I don't always agree with the officials and everything else what they say or do, but
they're great guys.
Respected the hell out of Jay.
Here we go, Fonte, empty package again as he throws the football, and he's got his man. I'm not sure who that is, but what a catch! And he's going to get the first down run. And I think that's Kovin Stashowik.
Yeah, the Garden Gnome, as I love to call him in the summer.
Hey, what a route, Ron. Let's talk about the replay. Look at this bang route here, Ron. As he does a good job, it's that zone read, and he runs the bang. What a play by Kovin there.
So what you're trying to do on that, it's the same concept as the out, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to get a rub on the inside to influence the guy, because you see he kind of spun around there.
I hope Melrose is okay, Ron. He came out, Kovin came in. I mean, again, they've got a lot of plethora of receivers on this team, and they've thrown the ball all over the field. Here we go. It's outside to McCauley. McCauley's looking to get outside. He puts his foot in the ground, Ron, just like you like it, and he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, McCauley, and the Junior Mustangs have taken the lead, Ron. Once again, where would you want to be? Forest City on a Friday night lights. What a play. Take us to it, Ron.
Again, just an outside stretch play is what we're trying to get on this. And again, I want to give a shout out to Abrazini on there, who did a good job blocking. But
and the old line, Ron, like Orion and Zicky. I mean, they were and
dominating.
And the young man that we coached this summer. I'm trying to number 53, not 53, 56. Ron on the old line. His grandpa just passed away. I want to give him a shout out. Let me just find him here. Did a great job. No, he played for us this summer. Logan Craig, Ron, on a great block there. Logan Craig's grandpa passed away. Our thoughts are with the family. And, they missed a game, and it's his second game back now. First game back tonight. And Logan Craig is just getting that O-line. Craig, they fake it. I'm not sure what happened there. But the Mustangs, nevertheless, Ron, will still have the lead 19-18. As I'm not sure what happened. Jed took off. We'll get the replay, Ron. Take us through it.
It's almost like they had a predetermined fire call there as they're trying to go for 2. And
then he put his knee down, so that means the referee blew it dead. So it's going to be no I'm not sure what it's going to be, Ron, to be honest with you. No play or no, it's actually he put his knee down. Let's watch the replay there. As you can see it, Ron, as Steph takes us through it.
He put his knee down, so
that ends the play.
That ends the play, but I don't understand the flag. flag unless they're calling procedure or something. No, they're not even calling.
Yeah,
they're kicking it from the.
So Ron, that drive was brought to us by Picture Day Photography, specializing in capturing the most dynamic action shots, highlighting each athlete's special talents. Visit pictureday.ca. They are a proud Junior Mustang sponsor for more than 5 years, Ron. And of course, you're a voice of an angel, but you sure do like to take them selfies. So maybe you could head off to Picture Day and get a picture of the crew, Ron.
Well, that's something that we'll definitely talk about. Just a little tradition I started this year. Every day or every game day for kind of good luck, I take a selfie and kind of post it there and make some kind of smart-ass comment with regards to it.
Now, Ron, you were at a game last night at Cass. You saw some of our Junior Mustangs.
No, I didn't go to
you didn't go, but they won. Yeah. So congratulations to Cass. High school football starting. We'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to have some high school players come and talk to us that have been in our program that have started with their high schools. Exciting halftime show. So stay with us at halftime, fans, as the kickoff is coming here from Jed, the Jedi Trippish. Here we go as he drives the football high. And look at that, Ron. That's a great kick. Only problem is I think he kicked it to...
Well, you kicked it to the other one out there, number 8. Oh.
Yeah, and number 8, the Turfman, I hope he's okay. He went to grab his leg, and that would be unfortunate, Ron, if he was down because he's a special player. And I'll tell you, even though they're not part of the Junior Mustang, I love watching this kid play.
Yeah, he just tripped over his own feet. He's up and he's walking around. He's fine.
I think that's you had something to do with that, Ron. All your years at this, I think you've got someone underneath here.
I thought you were gonna throw me under the bus about walking around on crutches for the last
that did kind of look like you, Ron, this summer on the 40-yard line when you hurt your knee running a route with the Bantam receivers who just came up short in the provincial championship.
And for the record, they were goofing around and doing it wrong. And of course, what do? It's like, get out of my way. Let me show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Foot hits the turf at Western, and it hits exactly on the 40-yard line, on the top of the floor, and my knee just kind of...
So here comes the quarterback. Penchevez put on a show here with his man, Yanam, and they come out 1st and 10 under center. And again, he play action. This time he's got a lot of pressure, and he throws it away, but it's going to be grounding, and a great pressure that time by your guy, Amari. And talk about that pressure there, Ron.
Yeah, Amari off the edge comes right off there, but also Zach Nichols, who's playing the defensive end position, does a good job swimming inside. You can see them both pressuring them. What you got to do in the Canadian game, you're allowed to throw it, but you got to get the ball. It has to get to at least a half yard beyond the line.
But it didn't because of Amari and Nichols' pressure as they grab him, and that's just a heck of a job by Coach Merrills and his staff. And I know Coach Bruno Sano. This has been a shootout, but there's been some good defensive plays here, Ron, tonight. It's just been one of those nights, man. Canadian football at its finest.
Well, again, even though the score is 19-18, there have been some outstanding defensive plays. You can appreciate good, solid defense. But both teams have a couple playmakers on that, and there's some concepts that are going on that the other team.
Yeah, so here comes the quads formation, which we don't see a lot at this level. Under center, though, Ron, this time is Penchev. He's going to look for that step off, like you said, and he does. And here comes DeBoer. DeBoer comes flying down, and DeBoer makes a play, but it's going to be a high tackle, which you called earlier. But this is going to go against the Mustangs. But I love the way DeBoer came downhill and made a play there. Unfortunately, a little bit high on the tackle.
Well, this is a long handoff. Okay, because this was thrown behind him as well. When they go, that's the thing, and I picked it up after 3 or 4 plays. When they go to that quads formation, they're trying to throw that step.
Wouldn't you?
He's taken one of them to the house for 65 yards. He took another one.
But you see Coach Melrose' adjustment. Let's put DeBoer on their best player, which is their best defensive back. DeBoer had as a first-year guy this summer, had a solid season, and he comes in. And unfortunately, it's going to be against the Mustangs.
No, it's not. Actually, they're saying that he got the shoulder pad and not the helmet.
So what was the flag then, Ron?
They waved the flag off.
Oh, they waved it off.
Yeah.
So good job, and we criticize the referees, and the referees do a good job of getting together and getting it right. And that's the thing, Ron, we often forget. These guys know what they're doing, and when they do make a mistake, they're pretty quick to change it, and they do right there. So here we go, 2nd and again forever. Last time, though, it was an 85-yard pass, 3rd down, sorry, Ron, as Petrovic sits under the center. Yeah, because he had the grounding on 1st down. He looks, and he throws again up high, and this might be intercepted by Chase Smith. It is. Chase Smith gets it at about the 40-yard line. At the 38-yard line, he's going to make a move. Chase Smith gets his head down. He rumbles and stumbles and bumbles to the 22-yard line. 1st down for the Mustangs. Ron, you coach this kid. What a play by Chase Smith. And again, Petrovic, the pressure of that D-line causes this, I believe, Ron. Watch the replay.
You can see they're trying to throw that streak pass in there again, and he just throws it up. Great pressure again by Zach Nichols. And again, Denny Amiri off the other edge. but I call the kid the toaster,
Yeah.
because went to practice, I'd burn him like a piece of toast. But Chase is a great kid.
Yeah.
Does a good job high pointing the ball, coming down with it, and again, change of possession.
And he can hit too, Ron. He's not the biggest guy, but I'll tell you, he's one solid football player, also a good offensive player.
Yeah,
I mean,
really.
this has been just a special start, like this first half here on YouTube TV, powered by Eric Ajax Communications, and we've watched some special football going. Like I said, it's 1918, but we've seen a lot of great defensive plays and great adjustments here by Coach Adam Melrose to get his athletes in the right position to make plays. Here we go, 1st and 10, Ron.
Well, we've got the officials over talking to the Scarborough bench about something. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Well, I think Chase actually fumbled it at the end of the play there,
and
but
they're questioning
they're questioning it, but he was down.
That interception is brought to you, Ron, by
Centerfield Sports at 25 Mid-Park Crescent is one of Canada's largest multi-sports facilities, offering the most advanced training furnished with state-of-the-art equipment and top-notch staff. Book or call your event today. Centerfield Sports takes pride in developing all competitive athletes like the Junior Mustangs and wishing all of them a victorious season.
And Ron, you actually used to work out of Centerfield, one of your jobs there, but you've been part of our program in the off season. What has that done for this program? We'll talk about it in a minute here, as it's 1st and 10 as the referees conference has ended with the Scarborough Thunder coaches, and this ball is, I'm going to say at about the 25, Ron, I believe, for DJ. Again, empty formation. Greg Wilson just slinging it tonight. I mean, he's an old line guy, and he's throwing the football. He's got his man in the on the comeback, I think.
Sadat.
Is it Sadat again? And a first down, Ron? It's very close.
Can't really. I think he's going to be.
And he throws it to the field, like you said. He rolls DJ to the field. Ron, talk about the reason why we do that.
Again, it shortens up the throw for the quarterback. It gives him a better angle as well. And again, you've got big pressure coming inside. Scarborough's really blitzing inside, trying to take away that inside run. That's allowing the quarterback to escape out the front side.
I got to tell you, Bruno DeSando and his coach staff, what a passing attack they have here. This is phenomenal. Here we go, inside run. Fumble by McCauley. He picks it up, and let's just hope he hangs on to it. And he breaks out of it, and now he gets out to the wide. There's a flag, and McCauley runs over someone, Ron. Wow. Like I said, I mean, we've had everything tonight, Ron. We're not even – how much time do we got here? 8 minutes left in the half, Ron, and we've seen pretty much all you're going to see in a football game.
We've had some really great calls, but I'm going to say right now, they're going to call Sadat on a hold on the edge there. And I don't see it.
Yeah, just maybe a little tug.
I don't see it at all. That's a great block on the edge. We tell our receiver.
I don't think it's that. It's at the top there. See number.
No, because he threw it right, right there.
He pulls the shirt, Ron. I do see it. I don't think it's that. I think it's another guy, Ron. I'm not sure. I just see someone at the top of the replay. Steph, if we can get that replay one more time and see, is Ron right? Is Coach Jay right? Let's find out right now. Coach Ron here says no holding. Yeah, you see how he yanks him there, Ron? That looks like holding to me. So I think I'm going to take that one, Ronnie. I'm never right when we do this, so I'm going to take one tonight.
Well, even a broken clock gets it right twice in a day. Twice in a day. So
the voice of the angel is -1 right now on call. So here we go. It's going to be 1st and 20. Is it 1st and 20, Ron, or 2nd and 20?
No,
second.
We're 2nd and about 12 here because
they gave you
10 yards.
Okay, 2nd and 12, and so the Mustangs come out 2 by 2. And DJ Fonte's got Keyshawn Manning offset to his left. McCauley goes to his left as well. And they hand the ball off to Manning inside. And Manning breaks one tackle, Ron, like you said, makes another. And Keyshawn Manning will go. Short at about the 2-yard line. Ron, what a run by Keyshawn Manning.
This is a slice action by the fullback. So right there you saw. And again, this is something that we haven't really talked a little bit about. But Scarborough is getting tired. They've got a lot of kids.
The offensive line of the Junior Mustangs, Ron, is they're just like driving massive holes here for the Mustang running attack.
Yeah, Manning does a great job. Again, make the first guy miss. You've got to beat the first guy. Then after that, it's got to be
receivers have to block, and they do, and love it.
And everything down the line. But again, the Mustangs offensive line has really done a great job of their today. Sargent, Orion. And again, the rolling Fonte out again.
He's got him.
Yeah, so
what a throw. And you love the route combo there, Ron. You got a curl flat concept. They sprint DJ out, and DJ does a good job of getting it to his man. And this onslaught of points continues, Ron, as the Mustangs get 6. That makes it 25-18, and we're midway through the second quarter here.
And here's another thing. If we can just go back to this replay again, okay? Keyshawn Manning just had a big run. Great block to buy DJ Fonte a little bit more time. It's not to be a great block. And this is something that you try to tell kids. You don't have to be overly physical. You got to get in their way, and you got to move your feet.
Yeah. And Ron, like you said, Just a great effort there. Again, Ron, they're sprinting him out. The O-line's doing a heck of a job here. Gio at center snapping, and there's the snap. It's up, and it's good. And Jed Trupish is, that early onside kick that was for a touchdown, but Jed's been pretty good ever since then.
Yeah, Jed, I call him the Super Trooper.
Yeah.
Jed Super Trooper.
Well, they played a game in the States last year, Ron, and Jed actually had to come in because and he was playing quarterback, brought them back in the last minute. It was just a crazy game, and then had to kick the extra point to win the game. Yeah. And just proven guy in clutch situation is Jed Trippish. His young brother Sam is one of the quarterbacks on our Pee Wee team that's 2-1 with Adam Summers. They're on the road this weekend. And, Ron, you've been around football for a long time, but what the Junior Mustangs have done since they've started, we talked about center field, and let's go back to that. These camps that have come about, the hustle hard, and even just the maturation, because a lot of these kids started in the LMFA. Let's not forget that. Yeah. Played Thunderbird, some of them. Just a great history of football in London, and this group of kids poised, I think, Ron, for some big things ahead in this season and next summer.
Yeah, it's a good group of kids, but it's also, it's a step up in competition, and that was something that we talked about a little bit earlier as we see Trupish trying to onside kick it here, and it bounces off of him. Oh!
Nearly recovered by the Mustangs, but a good job by
34,
Scarborough.
I think it is. 34 by the Mustangs was there. That was
4, I think.
No,
34?
34, Liam Haggerty.
Almost made the play. Liam, a great from that championship team this past summer at the Pee Wee Orange level, moving up to Bantam, and Liam does a good job, but just I think even better job by the Scarborough Thunder, player number 54 who recovered that, Ron. That's DeMarco Foster.
Yeah, DeMarco Foster does a good job of what we call clawing or scraping the ground, dragging your knuckles, and you want to scoop that ball up, and he does, again, a really good job. We were talking about center field and some of the camp developments. We'll kind of come back to it after this play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for Pinchev, who's had a great first half. He's got 2 long touchdown passes, Ron. 3 long touchdown passes. No, 2, because there was the onside kick return. He's in the gun right now, and he's got 2x2 with motion. He's going to step back. The bad snap, this time he does throw it. And Ron, this time it is legal play because he does throw it away. And explain that to the fans, Ron, on the replay.
So that's the difference that we saw last time. As you can see, it's a high snap. He gets it out here, and we get a free rusher. But getting that ball a half a yard or toward, just getting it back to the line of scrimmage, even though he's in the pocket and he's clearly throwing it away, they are allowing that now. Again, it's a player safety thing. That they're trying to protect the kids from taking unnecessary hits and everything else.
Yeah, just a smart thing. And I know in years I hated the Canadian football didn't have that in, but I'm glad they put it in to protect the quarterback. 2nd and 10 for the quarterback, Penyichev, as he once again has motion. I don't know if this is a legal formation, Ron, because it doesn't look like it. It's not. There's a flag. He throws. He's got his man, but a good tackle that time by the Mustangs and their secondary, and that's DeBoer once again, Ron.
Yeah, you're gonna get in legal formation.
Not enough guys on the line, Ron?
Yeah, so the wide receiver hadn't stepped up, so at that point,
And whose responsibility? I mean, obviously, the player should, but the quarterback's got to wait before he calls his cadence. And Pinchev, first time tonight we've seen him with a little bit of a rush situation and just a mistake. And the one thing I would say about Scarborough, Run, they started late, and these are the little things that happen early in the season.
Well, and it happens there. But Cantor, that's the second time Cantor has been coming off the edge there hard and fast. And again, that time DeBoer does not get beat. He's there. We saw him miss the tackle on that step-off screen and take it 65 yards to the house.
There's a few missed on that one, yeah. But here we go. It is 3rd and 10 on the incomplete pass. Gun formation. 2x2 for Pinchev. He's got number 8 in the left slot as he runs a drag. He's got him over the middle. And what a tackle run! And this time, that's
20?
number 20, yeah. Number 20 for the Mustangs, Ron.
Nathan Summers,
and he is just a phenomenal player, and he got him low. And that's just a textbook tackle. Take us through the replay, Ron. What a play.
It's all you're doing is this is like a mesh route or a drag route. You're trying to get the ball to your player in space.
There was 3 Mustangs in on that play, Ron.
Yeah, you've got Chase Smith and you got Caden DeBoer in trail positions, but Nathan Summers from the safety position recognizes it coming down.
Was he playing Sam, isn't he?
No, he was playing safety.
Was he on that one?
Yeah. But comes downhill. Even if he's at the linebacker position, does a good job of recognizing it and coming downhill and absolutely cleaning up the tackle.
Excellent play.
Fantastic.
So 4th down, and let's see if Scarborough punts the ball. They've got the biggest guy on the field, number 36, Ron, Andrew Ray. I mean, he might be as tall as Walker. We're going to interview at halftime, and he's a big dude.
Yeah,
but there's a timeout on the field. That's the third timeout.
No,
Ron.
there's an injury on the far
Is
side
it an injury?
of the field. Yeah.
So Ron, take us through on this injury timeout. RS Securities.
IRS Securities, if you're looking for install security cameras in your home or business in London, Ontario, give IRS Security Systems a call. Southwestern Ontario's expert in home security systems. With 25 years of experience, we can quickly identify the perfect situation tailored to your specific needs at a competitive price. Whether you're looking for security cameras, home automation, access control, or 24/7 monitoring services, we've got you covered.
And Ron, we talked about how many years you and I have been coaching. We've got it at 70, but if we really think about it, Ron, over the last probably 8 years, we've coached 2 seasons a year, so it's even more than that. And you think about all the great tradition of coaches here in London, and right now as we see Coach Greg Marshall, the Western Mustangs are 4-0. They're going to Guelph tomorrow. They're the number 1 team in the country. I know Coach Marshall doesn't feel they're number 1 yet, but lots to be played, and Guelph's doing pretty good. Big game tomorrow. But London football alive and well, and we wish the Western Mustangs all the best. They're one of our affiliates, so they've been great for us, Ron.
Yeah, again, it's always great to see as we see the punt, and it's an onside punt formation again. Chase Smith gets to the outside. He's got some room. He's
going to go, Ron.
He's at the 55. I don't think he's going to be caught. 45.
Flag.
Oh, it's coming back on a hold. But he rushed out of bounds. Again, Chase Smith does a great, and again, it's something you can't teach.
Talk about it, Ron. There it is. What do you always say?
Catch the ball in the air. The second
Guaranteed
it hits
20
the ground,
yards.
it's 15. Every time the ball hits the ground, it costs you 15 yards through momentum, through field position, through bounces, or anything like this. Chase he's does a great job, and it's something that we recognized early in the summer. He catches the ball, he tracks it well, does a good job in getting upfield. And again, Chase is one of the fastest kids on this football team, if not the fastest kid on this football team. Does a great job turning the edge. Fortunately, he had a little tug up there.
One thing I wanted to bring up, Ron, is we haven't seen Melrose ever since he took that hit on the jet sweep.
He's been in.
Has he been back in? Okay.
Yeah, he's been in.
So let's see what the Mustangs do here. 1st and 10 as the penalty is assessed. And the Mustangs, they'll start at about the 45-yard line of the Scarborough Thunder.
The holding was on was at the 30-yard line, so you're going back,
yards,
or about the 35-yard line, so you're going back 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So Kieran Opovova's got to get on the line. He's not on yet, but he does get on. DJ gets the cadence going, and here's the handoff to McCauley. McCauley puts his foot down, and I really like the way he's been putting his foot in the ground. He kind of runs the ladder. Look at him cut it back, Ron. He's got something here. Great. Look at the old line, 20 yards downfield, Ron, and a big run and a first down for the London Junior Mustangs. And this is what we're used to from Coach Bruno DeSando and Greg Wilson.
Okay,
the running game.
Again, one of the things you can't coach one of the things you cannot teach a kid as a coach is vision. And McCauley does a great job of recognizing that he's strung out here, as we can see it here again. He's strung out, recognizes, and sticks his foot in the ground. And right here, having the awareness and the vision to cut that back against the grain.
1st and 10 from about the 29, Ron. Handoff inside to McCauley, makes another cut. Look at him put his foot in the ground, and he cuts it back, and he cuts it back again over the grain, and he's going to be very close to another Junior Mustang first down, Ron. Love the way the old line, Ron. Look at that surge from that offensive line.
Yeah, look at that. Big number 67, Orion Anton John. Just a massive kid. Great, wonderful family.
I was talking to the coaches, and they were saying, Ron, that last week they weren't happy with the old line, and Greg Wilson went to work at it this week, and you can see it. Here we go. There's I'm trying to get the time. 3:49 to go here in the second quarter here in the Forest City, and there's a whistle, a little bit of a delay.
Number 8 was trying to come out, but he was the injured player, so he's got to come up for 3 plays.
He's got to come out for 3 plays. So here we go. DJ Fonte out of the base formation. Handoff. Actually keeps it, Ron, and this time he bounces it outside. DJ with another bounce. This time he protects the football, and he will have the first down, and the Mustangs are in business, Ron, in the red zone once again for the London Junior Mustangs.
I'm going to draw something to your attention, okay? This is strictly a 100% quarterback draw or quarterback keep on this, because on this you can see the backside guard and the tackle. They're going to come all the way across. Fake the inside, and there goes 63 and 67 out there.
Craig and Orion.
And Orion. So that's the second time they've called that.
Yeah.
And again, they're
so first and goal here for the Mustangs at about the, let's call it the 9.5 yard line, Ron. DJ's trying to get his guys set as he brings Kieran Akapova in. And Melrose goes in motion, and he looks to that side. He's got Melrose Akapova in the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete, and a good attempt there to bring up second and goal from the 9.5-yard line for the Mustangs here. And we've got about 2:50 to go. The 3-minute warning is in play, Ron. That brings us to our next sponsor, Spartan Nutrition, the leading sports supplement company, 5 locations in London offering online shopping, satisfying all your supplement needs. Spartan invites junior Mustang families to drop by and receive 10% off all purchases. Spartan Nutrition is pleased to partner with the junior Mustangs, cheering on each team. And tonight, Ron, they could use some of those supplements.
Well, they're going to need them if with this track meet that's going on.
It is a track meet, Ron, and I came to a football game and a track meet broke out. So it's been an interesting week as London High School football kicked off. We'll get into that at halftime as they blow the 3 minutes in, and there goes the clock. And here we go again, empty formation. Oh no, actually they hand it off to McCauley. He takes it outside. There's a flag,
I don't think it's
and
McCauley. Oh, it is McCauley.
yeah, it's McCauley. He breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, but he's gonna fumble, and it's recovered by Scarborough, and they're gonna bumble and stumble at 20. So Ron, there's gonna probably be a holding call unless
Yeah,
it's offside. I'm not sure.
I think
Looks like
it's-
Scarborough's ball.
It's going to be Scarborough's ball because it's a holding call inside. Right there, you can kind of see the reach and grab. Again, this is one of the things that you love about young kids, having vision and having the energy. This is one of the things that you live by the sword, you die by the sword. When that cutback lane, I don't like that when kids start cutting back all the way across the grain.
Too
because
much, yeah.
That's when injuries happen. And
Injuries, penalties, and turnovers.
But the other thing that
that's what we just
happens, yeah, again, as the
Here it is,
to the
Ron, take us
turnover
through it.
thing, you can see he's getting
Get
tired,
the iron
he's getting
cross,
lazy.
right? Get the
there
iron
you
cross,
go.
yeah.
He's starting. I like to say he's carrying the ball like a loaf of bread.
So Penchevov down by 25 to 18. So is it 26 or 25? 26-18, Ron. So they're touchdown and a 2-point conversion away. Here we go. The throw. Caught. Nice throw that time. But again, a host of Mustangs. And I really like the adjustments. Usually you have to make the adjustments at halftime. Coach Merrill's have to go in his bag of tricks and make his adjustments here. Take us through it, Ron.
So again, this is they fake this step off screen, but this time they come back. Well, it is a step off screen. It's to I missed the number. I think it's number 14. No, it's not 14.
Yeah, it's 14, Ron.
No, 14 was on this
Delight
side.
McLean, I believe.
I don't know. I can't.
It's a little in route, Ron, and a good tackling as the
Just
Mustangs
like,
rally
just
to
like
the
a
football.
little dig, you know.
Yeah,
just
a little dig, yeah.
It's almost like a one-step little slant
Yeah.
there that they're trying to hit.
So 2nd and 3 for Penchevov as he comes out. And again, if you love offense, this has been your place. But there has been some great defensive plays here as we see Penchevov. He looks, and he is wrapped up. What a surge, Ron. That London Junior Mustangs defensive line. And that was a force unit play like by all 4 of those guys in a nice blitz at a timely fashion by Coach Melrose, and Coach Bruno DeSando must be happy with the way the defense has responded here ever since that first quarter
This is the part
craziness.
This is, as one of our former coaches and current London Beefeater players would say, Daniel Fitzgerald, it's a party in the backfield and
Party in the
everyone's coming.
backfield, yeah. And he's coaching here today. He's the linebacker coach for the Junior Mustangs. So it's 3rd and let's call it 11 and a half here for Penchevov, Ron, as he's in the gun split. He looks, he throws, he's got a man, and it's that man, number 8. Oh, and he just missed him as he had to adjust to the football. But wow, Ron, what a play. Just missed him.
You know, again, it's just that streak route. He does a little inside-outside move there, and we talked about the speed of Chase Smith, but man, this kid can fly. One of the reasons we haven't seen Melrose much on offense lately, he's playing corner.
Oh, that's why. So they moved him into the corner position.
Yeah.
Another adjustment just because of the size situation with this club. So, but they bring back, it wasn't me, he comes in with those bright orange shoes on a Friday night. His dad's coaching the special teams. Great guy in Gord coaching on our special teams this year for the Mustangs. This fall was an assistant this summer with our Bantam team.
Gord, when you watch this broadcast back, I still say that you're soft.
Here's the punt,
Nice.
and there's flags, and this time it bounces. They better get on it before the kicker does. Chase Smith does, and it's going to be a no yards penalty, but there are other flags on the play, and we got 1:32 to go here, Ron. Let's see what the flags tally out. That drive, Ron, brought to you by McMaster Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC. We are proud to sell cars, trucks, and SUVs to the London area, as well as Woodstock, St. Thomas, and Ingersoll communities. We're not just another car dealership. we like to make sure our customers are well taken care of, from our Corvette Cafe to our award-winning body shop, proudly supporting youth sports. Go Stangs, go! Ron, take us through it.
We're going to have a 5-yard no yards call against the Scarborough Thunder. That one's declined. One of them has declined.
It's a Mustangs ball. So
yeah, I don't know if it's an offside or what. Regardless,
I think they didn't have enough guys on the line, Ron, so that penalty was against them, and then the no yards penalty assessed. And the Mustangs looking to get points here at the end of the half. 1:32 to go here for Bruno DeSando and his offense. Greg Wilson, the offensive coordinator. Halen Ferguson, the quarterback coach. And
Maverick.
Yeah, and then you got Dave DeCenzo coaching receivers. Is pretty. They got a timeout here, Ron. And as we take that timeout, let's see who brings us that timeout, Ron. One of our great sponsors over the last few years.
Crown Rust Control, located on 565 Glasgow, offers rust-proofing protection products to extend the life of your vehicle. Hard-working to deliver to their customers the best products, services, and warranties in the industry. Wishing the Junior Mustangs all the best this season. As my glasses slide down over my nose, so I couldn't breathe.
And Ron, our halftime show is going to be brought to our new friends from Battlefield Cat Rentals. As you look up to her, I don't know if we can get a shot here. I know we got Alex Stoddard up top there, and he's got the film and the Mustangs on the headsets. But thank you to Battlefield, Ron, for donating this year every home game for the Bantams. This beautiful lift that Peter Morales has to make sure everybody's secured up there, our equipment manager. Here we go, first and 10 for DJ Fonte as he hands the ball off inside. McCauley is wrapped up by big number 64, 54, DeMarco Foster.
Yeah, DeMarco Foster, you can just see him standing up. He's in the 3 technique position. He just blows right over the guard in the center there. A little bit of a mismatch there when he's been lining up. And he's been in the backfield a number of times. He's had the opportunity to make a few of those plays. That's one of the few times that he's actually been able to do that.
So here come the Mustangs on second and let's call it 14, Ron, with the clock running at about 1:16 here at the end of the second quarter. Fonte gets the snap, empty. He looks, he throws, he's got Melrose, and in and out of the hands. And looked like there might have been some collision, I guess, from the two-back, and Melrose got off it, but I think that might have impeded him. Ron, take us through this play.
Again, it's just the out route. Scarborough's bringing pressure, so Fonte doesn't have a lot of time there, and it's a little bit of contact at the top.
But not the contact that you call, but it's a good job by the defense play.
Again, you can invite a little bit of collision.
Yeah.
If the receiver runs into you, it's not pass interference, and as a DB, you kind of tell them, well, if they're going to run into you, offer a collision point.
Here comes Fonte with the motion from Melrose. He play actions the jet sweep. He's got his man, Kieran Akabova. What a cow! In and out of the hands at about the 5. He looked like he would have even scored, Ron. It brings up 4th and long. You're in no man's land. I think they're going to go for it, Ron. Or do you kick it and pin this Scarborough team deep with the lead, 26-18? Is that an 8-point lead we got, Ron, right now?
Yeah,
8-point lead, right? So
we got an
a touchdown and a
lead
2-point conversion would tie. So what would you do here as the coach here, Ron?
I'm going for it.
You're going for it, and I think they're going to. You're in no man's land, right? I mean, I think field position is paramount, but I think at this point,
I love the play call. I love the go route off the jet sweep because you isolated. You got a one-on-one on the outside.
I think you designed that play. Here we go. It's a gun. Pump fake from Fonte. He's got his man Sadat. He throws it up high. Sadat's got the catch, and he's got a little bit more. He's going to make the move, and he's going to go. Shy of the touchdown, about the 1-yard line with 47 seconds left. What a pump fake there. Great call this time by Greg Wilson, and a great catch and a great breaking of the tackle by Sadat, Ron.
Yeah, you can see there again, just a simple go route. He's going to be down about the 2-yard line by the looks of it. Spun down there. So, Coach Wilson has done a really good job. They have
spreading it around. Yeah, I mean, everybody's catching the football.
Yeah, they started attacking inside earlier with
Abazini and Melrose.
The corner routes and the out. And then since then, Scarborough kind of flipped everything around.
Stashwick had a catch. I mean, there's a lot of receivers on the board here. I love it. Really good job of using your personnel, and one of the longest first halves in a long time for Bantam football. Steph's longest, I think, in her career as a producer here, as she's shaking her head. And here we go as they hand it off in play action, and he's got his man in the flat, and it's Abuzini, and it hits the ground. I thought he caught it, Ron. We'll have to see the replay. Abuzini saying, I caught it. Let's see here. As he got that.
But
bobbled at the end.
He caught it, and What is the catch? Control all the way to the ground.
It's tough.
But the tip
What do you think, Pete? We got Peter. Yeah, he's real close to that. I would have given it to him, but hey, at the end of the day, the Mustangs get an incomplete pass. It stops the clock.
It's not.
25 seconds left, Ron, and you're calling it or not. I gotta have to go with you on this one. It's crazy though, but from the two.
Because as he rolled up, you can see he trapped the ball on there.
So here we go, 2nd and goal for Fonte. And now let's see if he comes the other way. Play action, he keeps it, and Fonte's going to bounce it into the end zone. Touchdown, London Junior Mustangs. Ron, take us through that replay.
It's your fake. It's his own read, so you fake the inside, and you just quarterback comes off the other side. And again, it's not even his own read; it's that quarterback keep, as you saw the guard and the tackle from the backside loop across.
Ron, 50. That's the number right now. 50 points, pending the extra point from Jed Trippeth here. 50 points in the first half, Ron. What a great night. The fans next week. Well, actually, tomorrow night we're doing the Beefeaters game on YouTube as they host the Ottawa Sooners. I was talking to some of the Sooners coaches that actually beat us this year by a point in the provincial championship. They're coming down to play the Beefeaters, who are 4-1 and nationally ranked. And great job by Jesse Maddox, number 5. And the extra point is good. And then next Friday, Ron, we've got a tail of the tape. We got the Cambridge Lions coming into Citywide Field on a Friday night to play your London Junior Mustangs on YouTube TV. Should be a great football game.
It should be a great football game. It would be a wonderful event. Anytime we talk in the summer quite often about how nothing defines football in Ontario like Essex and London. And that's kind of the 1A. But if there's a 1B that's developed over the last 10 years,
especially at this level,
a true,
because Essex doesn't play at this level. They don't play in the fall.
Right. But a true, it's a rivalry, but it's a rivalry of respect and admiration of each other. I really respect the Cambridge program, but boy, oh boy, it always feels good to beat them.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, if you love football, Stephen Paul, yeah, we miss him. If you love football, though, next Friday night, tune in. You're going to get a whale of a football game. But here we go. We still got a half to go here. We got 51 points on the board. Trippers lines up to kick off. He drives it on. What a nice kick, Ron, as it bounces around and keeping it away from number 8. I love that from Gord Hart. And the Mustangs get a host of guys rallying to the football run. And with 10 seconds left, you would think Coach Melrose will have that black defense in the prevent and hope that number 8 doesn't have one more left in him here before the half.
Well, there's no question who's getting the ball. It's just what the route's going to be. Is it going to be that step off
or is he going to take the shot? Yeah.
And I think he's going to have that go route. As you can see, the Mustangs are kind of expecting that, as they've got two guys, two
Summers and
Summers and Chase Smith, and they're both about 15 yards back. But
and they're not the biggest guys, but what we've seen from those guys, I mean, they can hit, they can run, they can intercept the ball. Yeah. Two solid guys in the secondary. Ron, I'll tell you, man, this is great. I love this fall football, but I cannot wait to see how the summer will shape up in the OPFL. We'll get to that in the second half. Here we go. As last play from Pinchev, as he goes back, he looks, he's got his man on the under, and it's a good design. And once again, number 33, and that's that Curcio run.
Yeah, Francisco Curcio. There's flags on the far.
One of the best linebackers, I think, that he played DN for us in the summer, a little undersized, but this kid can motor and he can make tackles. His brother Anthony, graduated onto CCH this year, but this Curcio kid he can play D-line or linebacker run.
Yeah, excuse me.
I think you're out of fumes here, Ron. The voice of an angel might need to go to bed. Is this past your bedtime, Ronnie?
It's close.
Well, I don't know. You were on the beach early, I think Sunday morning. I saw a picture there, but we won't go into that. That's for some older folk talk. But Ron enjoying a sunrise last weekend.
Jay throwing me under the bus.
Ron, I'm just keeping it real, bro. I follow you on Facebook, man. Like I'm your friend.
A shout out to my girlfriend Kim.
Yeah.
I know she's not. I know she's not watching it tonight.
She might watch on the replay though.
She might watch it on the replay.
So Kim, I'm saying hi, and hey, I look like a real nice sunset.
And I look forward to
sunrise.
seeing you tomorrow night as well. So.
Here we go, the shot, and he's got his man, 81. There's the Boers go. Oh, what a play by Machado. Did he pick it off, Ron?
No, it hit the ground. Machado does a great job of hiding.
Good effort.
He becomes the receiver on that play. Again,
so
some really great offense. Both teams not afraid to take shots. Both teams airing it out. Good physical runs. Since we've seen number 21 kind of come out of the game for Scarborough. Since then, there hasn't been much in the ground game. But they haven't really needed much. You're throwing it for 65, 70 yards.
So, Ron, I'm going to get a couple of our junior Mustangs have started their high school season. You're going to take a break here, but at the half, Ron, as we say goodbye to Ron Florida, is it 33-18?
33-18.
33-18. Come on this side, guys.
Boys,
over here.
you don't
And so we're going to bring a couple guys in. But, Ron, just before you go, London High School football started.
Yep.
It's we've graduated a lot of guys, obviously, are playing into the high school ranks. We'll get your thoughts later, and we'll just get a couple guys to come in here. First, we'll get Ben Kaberjevic, who from our Bantam team. Grab a seat right here. Ben, we'll do you first, and then we'll get Harlan Luther, and we'll get Walker. So, Steph, we're going to do a little impromptu here as we get Ben. Ben, you're, last time you were on the Junior Mustangs TV, it was a tough day. But a great season nevertheless, and you lost to the better team that day by a point. Great effort. Talk about you're at Laurier and you're playing quarterback. You've changed positions. How's that working for you?
It's actually going great. We got a good coaching staff, bright coaches, and a bright team. And we're all linked together. We're all brothers. We're playing passionate, and we're.
And
really
what's different playing quarterback from receiver? Are you enjoying that?
I mean, I've always been kind of a smart football player, so reading the field, learning a new position.
And you've played quarterback before in the LMFA, so.
And going to a new position, it's fun.
So tell the fans out there what the Junior Mustangs, your experience with that the last 2 years has done for you.
This is the best time of my life. All the grind, effort, and dedication is going to end up paying off. And this program is going to take me to another place.
Well, that's great. And we wish you all the best, and all your teammates at Laurier have a great season. And I know you lost your first game in a close game against Lucas, played against some of your brothers from the summer. But you have a great team at Laurier, and I think it'll be fun to watch as you guys go through your season, and I look forward to seeing the playoffs. Hopefully we get some of these games on OPFL TV. All right, thank you, Ben. Next guy we're going to call in is Harlan Luther, the guy that Ben had to play in that first game. Harlan, you played for Team Ontario. You've played for the Thunderbirds. You played in the LMFA. Now you're at Lucas. Talk about the experience of being at Lucas High School.
It's good. Everyone, we're all just like a family. It's like we're all friends. We all know each other, so yeah.
How was it playing some of your teammates from the summer and your first high school game? How was that?
It's fun. It's like one-upping each other. Someone gets a big hit or someone scores, and then we have to go down and score or get a big hit. It's a cool experience.
And talk a bit about, you've played for all the programs here in London, and now you're a junior Mustang, and you played for Team Ontario. Talk about that experience, Team Ontario this summer.
It was pretty fun. It was really hard because those are the best guys.
And you were the younger age, so next year you'll have another opportunity to go back there. Talk about Team Ontario and just how that experience, what it did for you.
It was fun. It was a good experience because I got to see how well I could play against the top guys and where I was standing at compared to all of them. So yeah.
Last time you were on YouTube TV, you experienced probably one of the most heartbreaking losses. I know you've always wanted a championship. It was your opportunity. We lost by a point. Talk about that game and talk about what you drew from your first year in the OPFL. I know you played last fall in the OFL, but what was it like playing in the OPFL this summer and the experience with the Junior Mustangs?
It was great. We had a really good team, came up short, but we'll get them next time, and now we know what we're playing for, so yeah.
Well, listen, we really appreciate your little brother's playing on this team tonight, and hopefully we'll get him, see him in the second half, and good luck the rest of the way.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Harlan Luther. That's Harlan Luther. We got one more guy to come in, and then we're going to take a break. Steph Melrose will maybe we get some music. I don't know what happened to our DJ there. Nick Fonte disappeared. Maybe we get some music on. Let's get a senior football player who played in our JV team and our undefeated JV Junior Mustangs went into the playoffs, and unfortunately Walker, Anton John, you guys came up short, but you had your first high school game, and talk about that first game. You guys won 28-0 in pretty dominant fashion.
Yeah, defense was good. We all played well.
Very physical game. You guys are a pretty big football team. You've been in this program now for 3 seasons, I believe it is. You've experienced some heartbreak in those championship games, losing twice to Hamilton. Talk a little bit about your experience with the Junior Mustangs.
First year Mustangs, it was hard, because level up and stuff like that. And so I had to get used to that. And then second year was pretty hard for me. I didn't get playing time. And, I just had to work on myself a lot more.
Yep. and this year you had a great season, and now you're playing high school and you're starting on the offensive line at Saunders, and talk about that experience. I mean, your first game 28-0. What do you love about football, and what do you love? I mean, you're here watching your brother play, and he's a pretty good young prospect. What do you tell your little brother about some of the highs and lows that you've experienced?
Just going out there and just trying your best, and just going out there and being mean. Because old linemen aren't supposed to be nice.
Yeah, and playing with your heart. And, Walker, we've watched over the years. We love the way you're maturing, and just keep doing what you're doing. We look forward to seeing you on the field this fall, and good luck to your Saunders Sabres.
Okay,
All right, thank you. And that's Walker, Anton, John. Steph, we got the music playing. We got Stephanie Melrose. She's our producer. She's going to take you through our halftime show, and we should be right back in about 10 minutes for the second half. We'll see you on YouTube TV. Junior Mustang, sponsored by Air K-Jax Communications. Thank you, Walker. All right, well, we're back on here, and as Stephanie gets us going here, we got the camera back on. What a great opportunity to give you Friday Night Football here on AKJX Communications, Junior Mustang TV. And here's the kickoff as DeBoer gets it. He makes a move, and he's going to get it close to, let's call it the 52-yard line of the Scarborough Thunder. And so far, fans, what a football game, 33-18. We got my good friend Kate is here. Kate, you were part of the Mustangs this summer. Your son's having a great season, I hear, in the LMFA. How's that experience been? You've been with both programs, and just you love football. So talk about your son, as he's been doing a great job this year at quarterback. Are they undefeated, I believe, right now?
They are undefeated right
That's
now.
awesome.
Yes, it's
Great.
Amazing. He's having so much fun.
Great.
Taking a lot of stuff that he learned in the summer into
Good.
the fall. So
I'm
it's
looking
good.
forward to actually try to catch a game if I can get a second to myself. But thanks for coming tonight, and love to see your son play, and maybe we'll do some games. You never know.
Sounds good.
YouTube TV. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you,
Kate.
Jay.
Yep.
Take care.
So here we go. As the first play goes, there's a flag, and Ron jumps in from his halftime break, and Ron's union allows the voice of an angel to get a little break at halftime. And here we go. Ron, here's the replay, Ron. Another high tackle, Ron. And I talked to the referees at halftime. They said there was a lot of them, and they talked about that flag they picked up, and we talked about the fumble. They said, Ron, you were right, so it's 1-for-1 tonight. It did go off the leg of the Scarborough Thunder on that first fumble. So it'll be first, and the penalty will be applied to the Mustangs, holding first and 10.
It was a holding call on there. And again, it's the positive and the negative that you get with the young back. Macaulay, there's nothing inside. So again, the speed and athleticism allow him to bounce it outside. But when you bounce it outside when it's designed to run inside, sometimes, you get a grab.
So here we go. It's first and 20 for the Mustangs. DJ Fonte in that base formation. He looks. He's got a man. He takes a shot. He hits his guy, Melrose, on that out route that you like, and Melrose gets almost all the penalty yards back. Ron, before we get to that play, the London Junior Mustangs would like to thank our proud corporate sponsors, Beckett Personal Injury Lawyers, Source for Sports, Oxford Learning Centers, King of Pigs, IRS, Battlefield Security, IRS Security, Battlefield Rentals, Subaru of London, Budapest Restaurant, Picture Day Photography, Centerfield Sports Facility, Crown Auto Care, Spartan Nutrition, McMaster Chevrolet, for supporting our great football community, and of course on Eric K. Jacks Communications and Mama's Hot Italian. We forgot to talk about them. Ron, great sponsors of us during the summer. Here we go. Great sandwich. Second and 12 for Fonte after that penalty, and he throws. He's got his man Camps in there. He's wide open. He's going to go, and he's got one man to beat, and I don't know, Ron, if he's going to do it. He does. He bumbles and stumbles, and he goes all the way.
Again, it's that ghost concept. It's the go and the out, and it's so hard to cover. And again, you're running it to the wide side of the field there, and again, they bit on the out.
They bit on Melrose, and they took him over top. Yep.
Well, it was Abrazuni who ran the out on that side. But again, they jumped down on it, and Sadat, he turned it almost into a little post there at the end there. Does a good job of really adjusting to the ball there.
And broke a tackle as well. So.
Yeah, made a couple guys miss. And
Cam Sadat didn't play this summer. Glad to see him back in the lineup, and a few other guys. But the good news now, the Mustangs opening this up a little bit here, 38-18. It hits the goalpost, and Jed Schrupp is just not lucky on that one, and so 2 missed extra points. But there is a point here where we're going to start seeing some of these young champions from the summer, Pee Wee Orange guys, that they're definitely solid football players. They may get an opportunity here, but right now it's a 38-18 game, 20-point score, Ron. When do you start bleeding some of these guys into the lineup? I know it's dangerous because this number 8 can go at any time.
To be honest with you, Jay, I think you need one more.
Yeah. Or a stop, at least a stop to keep that 20-point lead.
I think you need the stop and one more.
Right.
Yeah, and that's just myself for comfort level. Kind of when you're up that 4-score level, no matter how explosive they are.
There's been a lot of playing time over the last few weeks where it's kind of been equal, where guys have been getting in. So some of these kids have had game experience, so we'll see what they do. But again, here comes the kickoff by Jed Super Troopish, as you call him. And nice high kick. Fielded by the Scarborough Thunder, and DeBoer, who's been all over the field with the exception of the one missed tackle, Ron, another tackle.
Yeah, Caden DeBoer, who I had the pleasure of watching develop at the London Minor program, one of the sites that I helped develop the Cobras, was where I actually met Caden and Chase. Shout out to my buddy Paul Politis, who's the coach there. Who they're unbeaten so far this year as well. So Thanksgiving, if you like football and you like rivalries, we talk about London Essex. At the London minor level, there's nothing like Thanksgiving between the Cobras and the Hawks.
Yeah, that's
and
a great
thing.
And we just had Kate here.
Rivalry.
We just had Kate, and she was on, and her son's the quarterback.
You got illegal formation here unless you get a receiver up here.
He does get on late motion from the aforementioned in him. And the quarterback, Chavez, looks, and he throws underneath, and a great coverage this time by number 18, Ron, for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Simon Cantor.
Cantor, great job.
The two-back, they've blitzed him a couple times. That time they had number 8 on the side, and he was actually in great position here. You can see him pick him up there, does a good job of tracking across. Not only that, but undercuts that route, and he almost becomes the receiver at that point.
Yeah, I'd like the idea for bringing number 8, the solid first half of Anyan over to the boundary, but it just doesn't work out. Here we go. Again, the receiver's late to get on the line, Ron. He's not on. This is going to be, it's an illegal formation. He's not on. The ref's telling him to come up. This is going to be a penalty here, Ron. And they don't throw the flag. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And it's nearly picked off again, number 24, doing a great job, Ron, of getting to the football, as you said earlier.
Yeah, Dylan Machado is the other player out there. And again, I think he just get caught up in the lights. He's not happy with himself. But again, we're going to have an illegal formation. The wide receiver wasn't on the.
So do you decline it here, Ron, or do you go 3rd and 10?
I go 3rd and 10. The 5 yards, they haven't shown any ability to punt the ball with any success. You're punting the ball 15, 20 yards, and the way your offense is moving the ball, take the down,
and
force them
kudos to the Junior Mustangs defensive coaches, because they had to make some severe adjustments. I mean, they gave up 18 points early, and since then there's been no sledding. It's been tough sledding for the athletic Scarborough Thunder offense.
Yeah, and I was talking to Shane Cameron, who was out here tonight. He played for the Scarborough Thunder a long time ago. This quarterback that they have here is a first-year player.
Wow. Pencheva with the 2x2 formation. Gun split. He gets motion to the boundary. He looks. He's got a man. He throws it up high. The DeBoer, and it's and they're calling pass interference.
He hit him.
Did he hit him? Yeah. And again, Machado almost with his 3rd interception in the last 3 plays, or kind of like 6 plays. He's had 3 opportunities to pick the ball off, but nevertheless, pass interference on DeBoer there.
Yeah, and it was actually Nate Summers that actually had the interception on that.
Was it Summers?
He does come down with it. Yeah, Summers is playing the cornerback, or he's in the trail position. But right at the end there, you can see DeBoer does. He reaches up and grabs him, and he gives
so it's a good call.
It's the right call. We may not
and
like it.
On a night when we celebrate one of our own London official, Jay Fletcher, who's unfortunately passed away. The ref's doing a good job tonight, Ron, I think.
Yeah,
it's been a crazy game.
It's there's been some non-calls, and again, but it comes with it. Non-calls, some calls we disagree with, but good. We can afford to be critical because we're in this position. I know all the officials out here.
Yeah.
They're wonderful guys. Again, I harp on them because more or less I feel I can. So
1st and 10, Pencheva, same motion. He looks to the left this time, but then he comes back over the middle. He's got his man Inman, and Inman's got the football, and a host of Mustangs tackle him, but not before Inman picks up 23 yards and a Scarborough Thunder first down, Ron.
Yeah, again, this is just almost like a cross or slant route here. You can
and he's
him.
hurt.
No, it's not him. I don't think. I think it was number 21 who was down earlier. The Scarborough player.
I don't know, Ron. I think he got twisted up there.
No, it's number 21. He gets kind of run over here at the very end, or 81, 81. Ethan Johnson. I'm not even going to try on the last name.
Kitchen
Momok or.
Wow, that's maybe Pete Morales can help us with that name. I can't pick.
Pete.
That's a tough one. Maybe we got to give that to our producer. She's smarter than us, so maybe she'll be able to pick up that name. I have never seen a name that long.
Even Pete said not a chance. So
not a chance. Let's see if Steph can do it. Steph, can you take a look at this name for us? I think you might be able to pick
81,
this.
81.
Number 81, Steph. And again, let's hope he's okay as he got twisted up. Junior Stang TV, and we're able to bring this to you. Thank you to Adam Melrose and his wife Stephanie, who tirelessly do a lot of work for us. Ron, while we have an injury timeout here, and we hope he's okay. Did we get the name? Did Steph get it?
Kichimoku.
Kichimoku. Okay, there we go. Please welcome the newest member of the London Junior Mustangs family, a touchdown in Jersey sponsor, King of the Pigs Restaurant. They are well known for their unique charcoal-infused chicken and own signature sauces. With 2 locations to serve you, we cater the perfect solution for any occasion. And Ron, this summer we had King of the Pigs Saturday, and that was a pretty good day. Talk about that food.
Oh, that was fantastic. They did a pulled pork sandwich for us. They also did some chicken for us.
And the banquet was just phenomenal food.
It was phenomenal. Really, and again, just there. If you're in the London area, again, when an old fat guy says, "Hey, I know a place to eat," you definitely.
You've lost some weight though, Ron. You're not a fat guy.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I will say, but as a former old fat guy, how
There
about
you
that?
go.
We'll stay with.
Yeah.
I'm still old, but.
Yeah. Shoot, I mean, you stay up all night, it seems sometimes. But anyways, let's go back
I
to
just get up
Battlefield. And Ron, one of our newest sponsors, they look at this lift.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, obviously we got our man up top. He's giving you all these great views, and I hope you're enjoying them at home. I'm really impressed with the replay system that Steph Melrose and Adam Melrose have produced for us. I mean, it's been great to be able to maybe just experience all the replays. I mean, constant replays. I love it, Ron. What do you think?
Again, the Melrose family does a fantastic job of everything, between setup and tear down, and again producing it. And Adam's going to watch this later on, and I'm just going to go on record and saying your wife is far superior as a producer than Adam.
They're both pretty good, but yeah, I think we could say Steph doesn't scowl at us, so it's good. Adam might scowl at us, but here we go. It's first and let's call it 10 from the 19 for Scarborough. Pencheva looks, he throws, he's got a man wide open. Touchdown, Scarborough Thunder, Ron. I think it's 14. Is that
44?
44. Judah, Hermanstein. And what a throw by, you said, a first-year quarterback right over the middle. Take us through the replay, Ronnie.
Again, you can kind of see that they got the matchup there, and this is just a post route. Good job of high delivering the ball. And again, unfortunately, I believe that was Summers that kind of got burnt in there. Again, one of those younger players. Sometimes the younger players, they make plays, but sometimes they can be a liability. He tries to high point the ball a little bit too early instead of trusting his feet and, trusting his positioning a little bit. But again, this Scarborough team has got athletes everywhere.
For days, yeah. For days.
They've got, they're very young. They're very athletic. This is going to be a team that's going to be reckoned with. Now, if he was injured, that kid's got to come out for a couple plays.
I don't know if they called an injury. Anyways, here we go. The extra point. It is 38-24, Ron. They're going to try and go for 2 here.
Well, they haven't gone for 1 yet this year.
No, they haven't. So here we go. Pencheva's got trips to the field. Trips formation. He looks, he throws, and a great job this time as
Summers
intercepted. And so Summers, like you said, comes right back and makes a huge play for the Mustangs.
Yeah,
and saves 2 points.
You live with it, you die with it. Nathan Summers is a fantastic athlete. Really good heads-up, smart football player. Hard hitting.
Yeah.
But again,
made that play over the middle on that solid athlete number 8. So now we talked about, you said you need to stop them and get another score. 38-24, 14-point ball game, and we are at 7:58 to go.
39-24, so we're at a 15-point game, so you're 2
So Ron, that
plus.
drive, though, was brought to us by
Beckett Personal Injury Lawyers are dedicated exclusively to personal injury litigation. The lawyers fiercely advocate for fair compensation. Beckett has been a long-standing sponsor of the Junior Mustangs and are very proud of all of our players and coaches. So, Jay, we were talking about a few things earlier today that we kind of never got back to. One of the things that we've, with the development of football in London, has been the camps, and with Centerfield Sports, with the ability to do some off-season training. You've really seen that pay off at all levels, all the way through, and you've really seen the high schools kind of game really elevate as well. A lot more spread, a lot more wide open.
I'll tell you, I was at a game today, Ron, St. Joe's and SAB, and they were throwing the ball over the field. 26-16 was the final score. Just great football to watch. But keep going to your point as we get the kickoff return, Ron, and I'll take us through here. But finish your point here, Ron, on the Mustangs return it close to midfield.
Yeah, again, the point is, when you have a facility like a BMO, like a center field, when you have those indoor facilities, it takes a couple years to see the payback on that kind of stuff. It's almost like an investment of time. And we saw the camps grow from the first year we did it on Sunday mornings at 7 o'clock in the morning. Thank you very much for that.
It was 8, Ron. We had to get up at 7 to get there for 8.
But again, from there, you 50 kids, and all of a sudden now you're running 3 camps on Friday night,
About
Saturday,
80
and
kids.
Sundays.
Yeah, it's crazy.
80 kids per camp.
Yeah, it's pretty good. DJ Fonte looking over the boundary, and he throws an interception, Ron. And it's number 5, and he fumbles the football. And I'm not sure who's got the football, Ron.
It was actually Troupish that actually. Troupish is back in. Is in at quarterback.
Was it at quarterback? Troupish threw the interception, and he fumbled the football, and Mustangs recovered it. And I think it was Orion Anton John that made the tackle that caused the fumble. Watch it here, Ron. What a hit by Anton John. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he got it there or not. I kind of missed the replay.
Yeah, we got it. Thank you.
So here you see.
Sorry, I didn't recognize Jed was in there, Ron. Good call on that. And watch this right here. Oh, we don't see it, but at the end, Anton John just annihilated him.
I think it's Keyshawn Manning that actually came up.
Well, he hit him, but then Anton John just, wow.
But I think it was Manning that came
separated
up
him from the ball.
There.
So here comes Troupish. He hands the ball off outside to McCauley. McCauley, what a move by McCauley as he cuts it inside of Anton John's block. Or Manning, sorry, Keyshawn Manning. And wow, both running backs, Ron, showing their ability to put their foot in the ground. I know that's a good testament to Coach, Bruno DeSando, really working on that, pressing that outside zone and really cutting it back into that B gap. Good job that time.
Yeah,
actually, it was a power play. Sorry, my bad.
Again, they're looping around.
Look at that.
Really good job of sticking your foot in the ground and getting north-south.
Keyshawn Manning's brother, Rayshawn Blake at CCH. He's played with Team Ontario, also made Team Canada. CCH had a bye this week. They're playing their first game against St. Joe's.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, it should be a pretty good game as they have their United Way game. But talk about the high school games, Ron, this week. Some exciting, we lose the Red Feather, but it's kind of like they do it at home now. There's a buyout. Still great football for week 1. A lot of points on the board, crazy points on the board for week 1. I haven't seen that in a long time. And you said it's all about the development through all teams, not just one. I know, Ron, everyone likes to, and don't get me wrong, we do a really good job here, but there's so many people that are trying to teach this game at a high level, and it's great to see.
Yeah, and again, one of the things, like I said, we've talked about this on broadcast, before, what are some of the changes that we've seen. It's been with the skill development, at certain positions, we've seen a real emphasis on wide receiver skill development, quarterback skill development. The quarterback development that we've seen over the past 10 years has been just phenomenal, and you really see it translating to the high school games and beyond now.
Here we go, Jed Super Troupish with the handoff. He held that on right to the last minute, and Keyshawn Manning. Just with a nice physical run there, Ron. You got to love that. Troupish standing in there and holding it right to the last second, Ron.
Yeah, again, talk about, as a quarterback, you when you're trying to teach this read to it, you always say you want the DN, to commit. Make them commit to one player or another, and then the analogy or the phrase I always tell our kids is, look, whatever they do on defense, they're going to be wrong because we're going to do the other thing. And that's a great example of being patient, making the player commit, and he guessed wrong. And because of that, you got a 6-yard gain out of that.
Second and about 5 here for Troupish as he looks over the left side. He throws high, just over Stashwick, almost made the catch, but it'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
A little bit high for Jed. Again, he hasn't got a lot of reps this year because DJ Fonte,
Well, actually, they played, so far, Ron, they've played pretty much 50-50.
Okay.
So, but tonight, you're right, it's coming in. I know what you're saying. Coming in on a Friday night, it's 9 o'clock, and he's got to throw the football. But, hopefully he settles in here. 3rd and 5, a good opportunity for Jed Troupish. Let's see if he can get this raw offense, keep it motoring. Again, motion, hands it off, and a fumble by Manning. He's going to lose 2 yards, Ron, and unfortunate because Manning had something there.
Okay, Manning had something, but, he does the smart thing by recovering the
smart
fumble.
Football.
Again, not trying to pick it up and not trying to force something. That brings up 4th down now. So now the Mustangs are in a position where they have to make a decision. I think they're going to go for it here. You're kind of in
4th and 7, no man's land.
Yeah. So
although I don't know, Ron. I think the way things have been going, me personally, I'm kicking it, but I get it. You're going for it, and Bruno DeSando never didn't like a fourth down that he couldn't go for it. Treppish keeps the ball, and he goes inside, and it's not going to be enough, and so they hold. And 38-24, Ron, like you said, you would have liked one more score, but here we go. This is an opportunity for Penchovic, who's had a whale of a ball game, Ron. He's thrown 3 touchdown passes. Him and DJ Fonte have had a great game.
Yards passing.
Both quarterbacks have to be around the 250, 300-yard passing. He had the 85-yard one, and then he had a 60-yard
yards of step-off screen.
So it's been both quarterbacks have had. At the Bantam level, this has been fun to watch if you love this football.
And again, we talked about it, but just the development of the quarterback or as a position, like we've gone away from the old wing T ground and pound, stuff that, I have won championships with, but that again, that's not the point. But to much more of the spread, much more of a Canadian
prepping these kids for the high school level. Here we go. Penchovic's under center. He gives the ball and a nice little run in the middle. Oh, a missed tackle, but there's Chase Smith and Summers, and they both come in, but not before he gets about 6 yards. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 4.
Again, good inside zone read here. Or actually, this is more of this is just a straight ISO play that they're running there. He isolates on the linebacker. But there you see the toughness of Chase Smith and Nathan Summers. 2, they're not big kids. They're undersized kids.
But they can fill.
They're not afraid of contact. They actually encourage. They kind of look for it. And the other thing that we kind of haven't talked about is both of them are kind of cocky, edgy players. Which and I don't mean that in a bad way.
You gotta have that era.
They have that little swagger to them, and that sometimes it's tough. This kid's got to get up on the line.
Yeah, Penchovic's under center out of I formation once again, and this time he hands the ball off to he play actions, and the Mustangs pressure comes, and this time it's Curcio coming in on the blitz, and number 6 for the Mustangs.
James Hodgen.
Yeah.
Number 6 and number 33, Francis Curcio. And again, number 5.
Timely pressure that time by Coach Merrills and Fitzgerald.
Demi Ameri was also in there on that. The hitman, Zach Nichols, was also in there.
I love the call, though, the pressure that they bring there and at the right time, and it brings up a 3rd and 11 for Penchovic. But again, this is where I think for Scarborough, what they can be excited about is that their offense has been pretty efficient all night. So here we go, 3rd and 11, and Penchovic is going to have that number 8 is to the left, and there's 2 guys on the line here. There we go, they back it off and look like for that screen that you've been calling out of the 3-by-2 formation. And it is, and it's going to be picked off by DeBoer. Oh, he just knocks it down. What a play by DeBoer.
Okay, so one of the things that people can start thinking is, hey, why isn't that pass interference? Because the receivers are allowed to engage 1 yard.
And the ball is thrown behind the line.
And the ball is thrown behind the line of scrimmage, so a block is legal. Even though he's blocking him, he's trying to get that. That is not a pass interference call. So a good non-call there by the officials, as well. I think we're going to see Scarborough try to punt the ball here.
Do you like it, Ron? You're down by 14. There's 2:52 to go. It's a field position situation right now.
Maybe they're going to.
33 drops back to punt it. In that onside formation, he gets it, picks it, drives it up into the Black Knight here at Forest City. Chase Smith once again catches it, and like you said, that 15 yards is gained. Much more. Chase Smith, he may go. One guy to beat, but he's my goodness. That was a high tackle run.
Okay, that is the definition of the high tackle that they're trying to get out.
I think Pete Morales used to hit guys like that at the Thunderbirds. I'm not sure.
Helmet to helmet. There you go. So Pete admitting that he was a cheating bastard.
That would explain Pete and some of, no, Pete's a great guy. I had the pleasure of coaching Pete at the Thunderbirds, and he had a great career over at RMC.
Yeah.
And
I don't think anyone had a great career at RMC.
He did. But Pete's, he's been with our program for the last couple years now, and just doing a great job as our equipment coordinator. He's also at Western, handling a lot of the film duties there. He went down to Pittsburgh this year. He's living a great life, and we're thankful for Pete. 1st and 10, and Jed Super Trippers back in the red zone. for the Mustangs, another red zone opportunity. We'll talk about our sponsor for the red zone opportunity in a minute here, Ron. As he hands it off inside to Keyshawn Manning, puts his foot in the ground. Another move and a big tackle. Ron, why don't you take it through this end zone trip and our sponsor?
Well, Oxford Learning Center is the answer, whether it's for early reading or advanced calculus and everything in between. Oxford Learning Center's unique approach to after-school tutoring can help your child succeed. Oxford Learning Center is a proud sponsor of the Junior Mustangs academic program, which we offer in the summer. And what we mean by that is Oxford Learning Center brings tutors in to help the kids achieve their academic goals by helping them complete their homework and giving them tutoring. And it's a wonderful, wonderful program that they've set up, and I know a lot of kids are really thankful for it.
Yeah, 2nd and 3 for Super Troopers. High snap. He's able to pull down, play action. He throws to the flat. He's got his man. Oh, and it's Claylow in the from his H-back position, and wow, just a little overshot him there, Ron.
Yeah.
The high snap had something to do with it.
Yeah,
though.
when he watches this later on tonight,
he would have scored, Ron.
He's going to beat himself up.
Allison would have been pretty happy. He probably would have cried.
Brett would have been a little happy on
Brett
that.
would have been happy.
I give him Brett.
Great route though, and great effort, and it just comes up short. So
just
3rd
that
and 3.
H slip.
Yeah.
And it's a really simple concept but it's attacking the wide side of the field with an under route, which is what that concept is.
3rd and 3 for Troopers. Motion from Claylow to the field play. They hand it off to Manning. Manning's got a lot of room here, Ron. He bubbles and stumbles and he rumbles inside the 5, I think, Ron, or very close to the 5-yard line, and a first down for the Mustangs.
Really close to the 5-yard line. Okay, I was just going to call him Stonehands a second ago, Clulow, but I'll tell you something.
What a block.
Stonehands does a great job of blocking it, and again, sealing him inside, keeping his hands inside. It's not a hold. And again, what they're looking for on a hold is that the hands come outside of the cylinder. And what I mean by the cylinder is outside the shoulder pads or outside the inside of the body. Even the officials will let you grab a little bit on the inside if your hands are inside, because it's a tougher block there, as we've got a couple injured players down there.
And Ron, it's been a pretty banner year for the Mustangs. A lot of success on the football field, but like you said, off the field, a lot of student. The Oxford learning experience has been great. You've watched a lot of these kids grow up, and you're watching. The high school scene very closely. I know you do that, and I think you also are very interested in the youth movement in football. Another thing that we could talk about is Gary Carter. He's done the flag football.
Yep.
It's been pretty successful with that, and there's a powder puff coming for the young girls.
Yep.
There's a lot of great things on the horizon for football, and as much as you see the negativity or the negative side of this whole thing, I mean concussions happen at every level, every sport, happen in everyday life. The game of football is alive and well here in the Forest City.
Yeah, London has done a really good job of cultivating different opportunities for kids to enjoy the sport. Troupish with the zone read, takes it out. He's trying to hit Clulo in the flat, turns it up into the inside, and he's going to reach for the touchdown.
Wow. That is awesome. Luca Claylo in his first touchdown.
Oh, he scored last week.
Did he? No, he didn't.
Yeah,
no,
he
didn't. He didn't score last week. Ron, I'm telling you, his mama said he almost scored, and she just can't wait till it. I think I got called back or something, but I know this one, at least at home, and I'm pretty sure this is his first one. Lucan, what a job of talk about runaway, reaches over the goal line.
Again, I think he's over anyway, but again, really good job.
Good self-awareness.
I don't like the extension of the ball down there, because
but he didn't. There was nobody there. He looked. There was no one that could
no.
affect it. So that is a time to do it.
But again, just that slip route. Again, taking advantage of the wide side of the field, that under route of that slip route. It is so hard to cover in the Canadian game, whether it's an out by the receiver. That time, I think the hold didn't happen there at all. I think we kicked it off the turf.
We have had 69 points scored here on your Friday night as on your YouTube TV here in the Forest City.
We're in the third quarter.
Yeah, in the third quarter, and man, we haven't done a game in a while, but boy, we really got put to the task here as that scoring drive, Ron, is brought to us by some of your friends.
Source for Sports, Colin and the guys over there, proudly serving London and the surrounding area since 1972, inviting you to visit the store and receive a 10% discount for all Junior Mustang families. Really a top-notch spot, a top-notch sponsor, wishing all the teams in championship seasons at all levels. And again, I've known Colin call him since he was back on when it was back at East London Sports, back on Dundas Street down by 3rd Street there. You know, again, dating myself just a little bit there.
Yeah. You know, and hey, Jed Trippish with a good drive there. I really liked the way he composed himself and drove his football team. And once again, the receivers and the O-line, great run blocking.
Yeah.
And of course, running great routes. So here we go, the high kickoff bounces. And here he goes, the man, I think one of the talented athletes. This guy might go, and he will break, and he's going to go all the way. And this kid is at his 3rd touchdown of the ball game. He's got to be close to 300 all-purpose yards. What a guy. Talk about number 8, Ron, on your Friday evening.
Again, straight. The one thing you can't coach is speed. He gets that, and he gets grid vision. There's nobody with it. He makes one man miss on a 75-yard punt return, or kickoff return for a touchdown. I don't think anyone was 3 yards or 4 yards around him. He's
75 points, and we're in the 3rd quarter on your Friday evening. And here, I'm going to tell you something. There's been some great defensive football. I'm telling you, we've some unbelievable. It's just been one of those nights where I think, you know, we're seeing a special kid here. I got to tell you something. If you're Team Ontario and you're a coach, you better get a hold of this number 8, because this guy needs to be playing for Team Ontario. That's Nathaniel Ianum out of the Scarborough Thunder. He's a special player, Ron.
Yeah, this kid has put on a show, and again, just really a great job. You know, I'll tell you a story in a second as we're changing it over about how sometimes.
Here's the throw, Ron, as they go for 2. And it bounces in and out of his hands. But go ahead, Ron. Continue.
Last night I was supposed to go up to Cass and my younger son wasn't feeling good. Look at going to the walk-in. Turned out to be a little bit of food poisoning, and neither here nor there. I went over to see Parkside and South.
Yeah.
So there was at one point there was 20 kids on the field that I'd coached through London Minor, through the Mustangs or Thunderbirds over the years. One of the kids there, Joey Kravitz, who played for us a couple years ago, who
scored a touchdown.
Not only scored a touchdown. After another gentleman that we know very near and dear, Isaac White, did a great zone read. Quarterback kept it, scampered in from about 12 yards with 48 seconds left to go. And I'm thinking there, the only guy on the field, if you don't want to touch the ball right now, is Kravitz. Took it on the fly on the kickoff. 70 yards later, Parkside 15, South 14 for a final score.
Wow.
It was a fantastically well-played game by both teams. Those are going to be 2 teams in the junior division. I'm telling you right now, watch out.
I think I predicted a few years ago that might be the public championship.
We did,
2 years
yeah.
ago.
We
had those guys
that,
on our team, and that's the great beauty of this game. And we talk about Jay Fletcher. The onside kick is short, so it'll be the Mustangs' ball. But Ron, that drive was brought to us by Subaru of London. Proud to be Southern Ontario's main sales source for the automotive industry's most dynamic brands. We offer the full selection of Subaru most requested and popular vehicles. For top quality vehicles at the most affordable prices, consider shopping at Subaru of London. Congratulations to all Junior Mustangs players, coaches, and families on a terrific season. Ron, when you're talking about it, I can see the passion. I don't think people really understand coaching this game. You talked about your son being ill and hope he's better. But, not being able to go to Cass, we're going to be able to go out to watch them. Great, the Gall family, love those people. Great movement going on there. And we'll definitely catch one. Maybe we'll do one of their games on YouTube. I'm sure we might have that up. That would be a great thing to do on a Thursday night. But, just those great moments. Here we go. A handoff again to McCauley, puts his foot in the ground, and McCauley continues.
Off to the races.
Yeah, and he's just going to go here, Ron. I think he's got one man to beat, and again, a 19 to 20-yard gain for McCauley. He's got to be approaching 130 yards rushing. They take us through the replay, Ron.
Yeah, again, just inside zone play. Again, he does a little outside zone play. But again, what I've really liked with seeing with McCauley is his ability to stick his foot in the ground and change direction. That is something, when, over the years, like he's always been a dynamic player, at the wide receiver position or at the running back position. But that is a skill.
Well, it's a pedigree in that family. The Macauly running pedigree is starting. We're starting to see. Maybe there's another one.
There's been a few decent ones over the years. Yeah.
Here we go.
A couple.
Truppish looks to his left. He throws the ball up high, and he just overshoots his receiver. That'll be the last play of the third quarter, Ron. So after 3 quarters, it's the Mustangs 45, the Thunder 30, 75 points on your Friday evening. And London Junior Mustangs football powered by Eric Ajax Communications and of course, the great opportunity to be on Junior Mustangs TV on a Friday night, Ron. We're taking you to the fourth quarter.
What we were seeing on that route, Jed, he got locked into a read, and I'm telling you, you had that stop route or that kind of whip route with Statuich coming into the flats there. They're not picking that kid up there, and they've taken advantage of that a number of times over there. Your quarterback's got to get it. I know Jed.
He'll come back to it,
and he's going to come back to it. But that's a read you got to make as a quarterback. You got to see that the coverage is rolled over top to the boundary side of the field. You got to take your out. You give with the defense as we see Jed come back in. And again, fantastic kid. Really, really, really like the kid.
3-time champion, Ron. I remember the game they lost, and I think they were in Adam in overtime to Cambridge that one year. And
yeah.
I just remember telling him, "You're going to win some big games," and he's done that. So here we go. Jed Truppish in at quarterback here in the fourth quarter. He rolls to the right. He looks, and he's got a screen set up, and he throws it back to McCauley. McCauley's got a convoy. He's got the 2 big boys out there, and if he would have just took that back inside earlier, Ron, he might have scored, but still a 26-yard gain and first down for your London Junior Mustangs. And this red zone opportunity brought to you by Battlefield Rentals. Ron, take us through the play.
Okay, down you saw the big boys downfield blocking, but this all happens by a fantastic block by Kerry and Akapova. Does a great job right at the top of the screen there. You see how he just walls the DB off. As a receiver coach, that is what you tell the kids. You don't have to make a physical block. You got to present a running lane for the guy to make a decision. He does a great job of walling them and then picking them to the sandbox, as I like to tell the kids.
So Truppish hands the ball off. McCauley that time, nothing doing on the edge, but a little bit of a stalemate, but good job by the Scarborough defensive end there.
That time they
36 run, I think, was the player, Andrew Ray.
Andrew Ray, again, you can see him coming down. Actually, it was number 8.
Was it number 8 again?
Number 8 again.
Oh, my God.
He's going both ways.
This guy's doing everything tonight.
But again, he
I just meant 36, not that he made the play, but he caught the penetration, I think, Ron.
Yeah, and again, they blitzed that time, the short side 2, and
second and long for Truppish. He fakes it. He takes it inside on the QB counter. Big hit that time from the edge from the Scarborough player.
But guess who?
Number 8.
Yeah.
When you say that, it's not hard to figure out. To be honest with you, fans, it's nice when we get that vantage point up high. Maybe Battlefield could get us a lift so we can see the game. Because I'm having a hard time picking up numbers here, and I'm getting old. So I need you back, Johnny Urban. You got those great vision. You've done so many different sporting events, and
Johnny and you can go up on the boom anytime.
No. Yeah, I mean his eyes. No, I mean if Johnny was there, at least he'd be able to see the number. I can't see it.
Johnny,
here we go. Truppish on third down, hands the ball off inside, and what a play by McCauley, and he's going to score. No, he's short, but he got the first down, Ron. Or is he close? It's hard to see.
Really, really close. I don't think he's quite there.
But a yard short. Fourth and 1.
The development that we saw in McCauley from a couple years ago to now is his ability to do exact that. Stick his foot in the ground.
And cut it back.
And make the first man miss. Yeah. And again, the one thing you can't teach a couple kids things to kids. You can't teach heart, you can't teach desire, you can't teach vision, and you can't teach speed.
So the Mustangs here line up just with McCauley and Truppish in the backfield. Claylow is off to the right, and they go with the stutter count, and I think a Mustang might have moved on. This might move it to 4th and 6. We'll have to see what the call is.
Yeah, we're going to have false start here by the Mustangs.
Gio DeSanto is not happy with that, as he was trying to hold on to that, and you got to love that from the young center, his first year in Bantam, and Bruno's son. And so Coach Bruno DeSanto, hats off to him. Like we said, we're on 3 straight championships at the Pee Wee Orange level, now at the Bantam level, looking to go 3-1, and they really need to a score here would not finish it, but put them in a really good in the driver's seat. For the Mustangs.
At this point, a score, you're going to go up 3 scores possibly on this drive if you can cash it in, but you got to cash it in here.
So they go to pass on 4th down. Truppish throws it up high to number 15, Cam Melrose.
Melrose drops it in the back of the end zone.
And in the dark night in the Forest City, in that brush that you see, what I call the mistake by the lake that they built this field by. There's a lake just beyond those trees. It plays tricks on you, though, Ron. I'm just telling you, in that deep in that end zone.
Yeah.
And Melrose had it, and it just slipped out. But, again, Mustangs with another good drive. It's they need to get a stop here, though, because it is 45-30, only a 15-point game with 8:48 to go, Ron. So lots of time on your Friday evening here in the Forest City. We're approaching 10 o'clock. This game started at 8, so this has been a marathon of a game to say, Ron. I mean, with 75 points, you'd imagine a lot of stoppages and penalties and turnovers. And, man, you wanted it. We've had it tonight.
Yeah, again.
Now, if number 8 scores here, Ron, he's going to get close to 500 yards, and I'm just going to go probably one of the best Bantam. And I've seen a lot of great Bantam players. We saw it over the summer.
Yeah.
This might be one of the best games you'll ever see. So let's see what he does. And great pressure, and there's a hold. That's going to be a safety, Ron, because that was holding in the end zone. It should be safety.
Well, the quarterback was in the end zone, but the hold is going to happen outside of the end zone.
Doesn't matter if the quarterback's in the end zone, it's a holding. No. If the quarterback is in the end zone and you get a holding call, it should be a safety.
Here, I think he was 50-50. I think.
Do you think he was on the goal line? Maybe. Let's see.
He's 1 foot in.
Okay, yeah. He had one. You're right.
On the 1 yard line.
There goes my eyes. You're right,
Yeah.
Ron. So you're 2-1 tonight. You're now taking the lead and calls over me. Although I still think that fumble was a non-call, so I think it's really 2-1 for me. But I'll give you the lead, Ron, tonight.
That's the one that you got.
No.
Yeah, no.
No. I had the other one over here.
No, that was the one that you got.
No. We had the one. No, there's one other.
I'm 2-1.
2-1.
3-0.
No, it's 2-1, Ron. It should be 2-1 me. But we'll give you the.
We're going to agree to disagree on this.
No,
one.
well, I'll tell you right now. It was 1-0 for a long, or 1-1 for a long time. Here we go.
Then I got the next one right.
No.
And I just got that one right too. So
there was a pass. I'm telling you, 2-1. Here we go. It was the first down call, Ron. Here we go. Inside run, and the Thunder will get about 4 yards, almost all the penalty yards back. Maybe an extra yard. I'll bring up second and about 10, Ron. No, let's call it second. Oh, they got more than that. Second and about 6 now for the Scarborough Thunder. And Ron, they're still in this ball game.
Yeah, with 7:50 left in the game, this has been a really well-played, well-executed game. There's talent on both sides of the field, and we've seen that. And what I really like is that there's a couple different options that Scarborough is developing as this game is going on.
Under center is Pinchev as he looks over the defense. He hands it off again inside, and they're starting to get some real estate. That's a first down, Ron. And another physical run by this Scarborough Thunder team. And with the score 45-30, Ron, the Mustangs, now, it's in their territory, so just need a defensive stop here.
Even a score, but a long drive is going to be killing.
Well, the problem with Scarborough is they're going to go for 2 runs. So if they don't get it, they'll be down by 9.
Yeah, and you're still looking at a two-score game at that point.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting. Now, if they did score twice and converted it and the Mustangs didn't, that would be disastrous. But let's see what happens here as the Thunder.
Overtime?
No, they'd actually win with two-point conversions.
Well, with 2 of them, but.
Yeah. If one of them, they'd still lose. So here's the throw over the middle, and a deflected, and that was Machado in on the coverage, Ron. Let's take us through that replay.
So this is just a crossing route. You can see that the outside guy is coming out on just this post, and again, it's really hard to cover this route combination. You can see them tracking number 8. But again,
Machado got his hand in there, though, in a good play.
Machado does a good job. A little bit thrown behind him on that one, but again, a really good play there by Machado. Number 14 was the intended receiver, D-Light McLean.
Penchovev comes into under center once again, and they've kind of changed things up, Ron. They went to this under center formation, had some success inside run, and this time they gain about another 6 or 7 yards, and it's going to be or maybe even 8 yards, Ron. A big run for them. Our sponsor, Budapest Restaurant, a taste of Hungary, London's fine Hungary and Canadian cuisine for over 60 years. Open every day for lunch and dinner. Guests experience a taste of Hungary more than ever with a new menu featuring local favorites as well as new selections to amaze your senses. Book today. Call us at 519-439-3431. That's 519-439-3431. Free parking at the back of the restaurant, and maybe you can meet Coach Ron Ferota for a nice meal.
Pierogies. Highly recommend the pierogies.
There you go. Here we go. Under center goes Penchovas again as they started with the ball on their own 2-yard line. And this drive started about 2 minutes ago, and they're starting to, as he rolls outside, and this time a great open field tackle this time.
Noah Miller
with a great job in the open field. Take us through the replay, Ron.
No, Miller does a really good job. He understands his responsibility. He's responsible for the quarterback. He started blitzing, saw the quarterback starting to scramble out. He does a great job of scraping across, maintaining outside leverage as a tackler. You see him get off the block, maintain outside leverage, track down, alley close pursuit. That's exactly what we saw there. Great linebacker drill, shuffled his feet, finishes the tackle, and now Scarborough, with 4:53 left, I don't like this call. You've been rolling the dice all game. I think this is an opportunity. You have to go for it.
Well, they go with the onside kick, so you never know as it is kicked. And there is a guy, but it does go out of bounds, so the Mustangs will have good field position about the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 run with 4:34, so a very important couple minutes coming up. The Mustangs need to at least get a few first downs, and points would be paramount here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, points are going to be. It's not even points at this point. You're up 2 scores with 4:39 left. You need to take 2 minutes off the clock.
Yeah,
okay?
and you can see what the Mustangs are doing here, Ron. They're bringing back some of their starters on offense, and interesting move. It's only 15 points, and so I thought the second guys played really well. So a couple drives stalled in the red zone. Though points that have been plentiful tonight have stalled a couple times. So there's no one on Akropova here, Ron. So here comes DJ Fonte back in the game as he gives the football, and McCauley breaks outside, gets about 2 or 3, Ron, on that play.
Again, 3 yards 4 times is going to be 12 yards, and that's going to be enough for a first down. What you're trying to do at this point is just milk the clock. Unless you got a wide open throw, this ball is going to be handed off another couple more times, either to Keyshawn Manning or McCauley, who's, again, these kids have played themselves a whale of a game against. This is hard to believe that this Scarborough team is winless on the season because
they lost one by default, Ron, because they didn't play in the first week because they joined up late, and then they lost their second game to a very talented Cambridge team, and they just weren't ready. There's the throw by McCauley. He's got Melrose wide open. Melrose with the catch. Oh, he bobbles it, and it got deflected out. Oh my goodness, what a shot there! It'll bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs, but again, tremendous throw and great combination of route combinations there, Ron. And like you said, gets them open, and a great. I'll be honest with you, the DB of number 21, I think, made a great play. Gregory Sutton never gave up, and he was able to punch it out at the end.
Yeah, and again, you had a switch route as Scarborough has
time
called
out
their
here.
3rd timeout.
Is this their 3rd, or I think it's their last, actually, Ron?
Well, I'm not sure. They might.
Is that their 4th timeout? We'll get from the scorekeeper, maybe producer Steph Melrose can find out if that's their 4th timeout. That's their final timeout.
That was their 4th and final timeout. So now,
do you like that, Ron? It brings up a 3rd. I don't know why it still says 2nd down. It should be 3rd, I would think. I don't know why it says 2nd. It should be 3rd.
It's 3rd down. It's definitely 3rd down. Maybe they just haven't.
Oh, interesting. The sticks only say 2nd, Ron. So
no, but you had the inside run. You just took your shot.
I know that. I know it's 3rd down, but that's not what the sticks say. So hopefully they'll. Because, imagine the Mustangs getting 2 extra plays, or we'll see what happens.
Wait a second. Why would you call timeout after an incomplete pass?
Maybe just to get their adjustments. I don't know.
Because the clock was going to be stopped anyway.
Ron, I've seen timeouts called for many other reasons, but maybe it's an adjustment situation because they're tired of. Not tired, but they want to adjust on why the Mustangs are getting guys wide open down the field.
Again, this has been a really short bench by Scarborough here, coming in late. But again, they've
battled now.
They've battled really, really tough. This
long drive from Toronto. They're going to get home. It's 10:12 now on your Friday
10, 11.
evening.
They're not getting home until like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is a late night for these kids.
It is 3rd down, Ron. The sticks were changed, so I was right on that one. So I'm going to go 2-2. I'm fishing here, Ron. I'm trying to tie you up there.
You got to get a shot of me just shaking my head right now.
Oh man! Well, you should have seen me shaking my head when you're on the 40-yard line this summer, but we won't talk about that one. Here we go. Nice. 3rd and about 9, Ron. I know I'm waiting for that. I'm the volunteer, but I haven't heard it. Inside run. McCauley busted open, and he's got a big run, and he's going to get a 23-yard gain and a London Junior Mustang first down.
This could be the killer now, because now you're out of timeouts. The clock's going to stop one more time for the 3-minute warning, and the Mustangs can really, really kind of lean
got to get 2 hands on the ball. Peter Morales, one of the running back coaches from the summer, wants that high and tight on the iron cross. But, you see the mentality of Bruno DeSanto and Greg Wilson. They throw in the ball all night long, but when it comes down to it, they run that ball right down the throats of
as we say.
Play action. He's got his man wide open. It's Kieran Akabova, and he's at a touchdown, Junior Mustangs, and that should be the nail in the coffin, I would think, with 2:52.
Look what the cat coughed up.
What's that?
Unbelievable.
We have a special guest in the house.
Saying that right now.
Sean Campbell has entered our offense coordinator from the summer run. And Sean, you've missed a whale of a ball game tonight here.
Come on.
There's been points aplenty. We're now approaching our 81st point, Sean, with the extra point pending. And Sean, your last time on YouTube TV was a tough one, but you're getting ready for your home opener next week as you're helping out with the CCH Crusaders. Congratulations on that, Sean Campbell.
Thank you, Coach Jake.
Sean and I go way back. I had the opportunity to coach him. They go with the fake. There's 2 flags on the play. Keyshawn Manning with the throw, and he's got McCauley, but just overshoots him. And so, Ron, 81 points is where we sit. What a night. Sean, you've missed a guy tonight, I'll tell you. He's got about 370 yards all-purpose. This number 8, Nicholas, number 8. Nathaniel Einem has just had one heck of a football game for the Scarborough Thunder, Sean. He had an 85-yard touchdown. He had a 65-yard touchdown on pass receptions. And he's been all over the field offensively.
Yeah, I saw Rip a nice little run off the sideline over there, man. I think it was a kickoff.
So, Sean, you're going into your first high school game. You're playing against St. Joe's. What are you thinking?
No, they're a talented team. We're definitely going to be a good game for sure. Man.
Now, I know you have a history with the McCauley brothers, and I know that McCauley pop up from Western. We're watching a McCauley tonight. He's put a pretty good game on the ground, Sean, for the Bantam team.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? It's definitely in the family blood for sure.
Maybe there'll be another pop-up and you could have 2 in your house.
No, I already have one. One's good enough.
And I will always make sure you have that one. We go way back. But, Sean, glad to see you out on a Friday night. Did you just get here?
Yeah. No, I've been here for, past half hour. And come here to come support, some
out
of
at
our
hockey
teammates.
Tonight? Or?
No hockey tonight.
No hockey. Tyrell Campbell, who very similar, Ron, to this number 8, I would say, as far as athletic, prowess. But the Junior Mustangs, Ron, they've thrown the football, they've ran the football. This has been an offensive gem. However, we have seen some great defensive plays on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, like both teams, despite there being 81 points put on the board in what feels like...
On the new scoreboard? You like that?
On the new scoreboard, you can actually read the digits, and the digits, it's not an 8 or a 9 or a 7. You don't have to guess what the score is or how much time it left. As the Mustangs, they're going to go for 2 here.
Looks like the Junior Mustangs are going to go for it again.
I'm not sure why.
51-20. They got a 21-point lead, make it a 23-point lead. I don't know. There's DJ, rolls out, throws to the flat. He's got his man, and he's got it. Number 4. Quentin Clalo's got 8 points tonight. Or sorry, that's Sadat. Sorry, that was Clalo's number in the summer. Sadat with a 2-point conversion.
Sadat's playing.
So the Mustangs now put 5th, so 83 points, Ron. And next Friday night, we're not sure. Hopefully, John Urban will be back in town, and I can just kind of do what I do, and that's just kind of observe. But Ron, thank you for allowing me to do the play tomorrow night. Though you've got the call, Ron, you've got Raiden Appavong doing the color. You love Raiden, a good young St. Joe's player. Talk about the game tomorrow night, Beefeaters against the Ottawa Sooners. And the Beefeaters nationally ranked for the first time in a long time, 5th in the country.
Number 5 in the country. Again, a lot of speed, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of that defense for the Beefeaters is phenomenally fast. Really, really quick. As we see another McCauley.
The McCaulleys are in the house tonight. They're just all over the place. We were just talking about George, your nephew, here is putting on a show tonight. We're live. Yeah, Coach McCauley, come on in here. We'll get you on the sticks with Coach Ron Forda.
Coach at CCH here. Come on in, Coach.
Come on in, jump on in, and we'll get you on there.
Are we on the air here,
on
boys?
the air.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the
4 or
kickoff
5
here
people
from Jed
watching right
Truppish.
now, so
4 or 5. You guys are breaking records all over the place.
I think
This
there's
is
a little
beautiful.
more than that, but
a couple.
it's been a good night. Did you just get here, George?
No, I
been
saw,
watching a
I
little
saw,
bit?
yeah, I
You
saw
saw
the
the
first
game?
little bit, yeah.
It's been a pretty good night here as the Mustangs offense has really exploded
Man, they've been moving the
for
ball
53
very well.
points. But this number 8 is something to watch here for the Scarborough Thunder.
He's a special player. He's special.
Look at that
special.
kick by Truppish. Oh, what a play. You know, that's twice now, Ron, that 54.
Yeah.
Foster's made great. Watch the replay or take us to it, Ron.
Yeah, again, did a good job. This is one third hop. It's always you want to get that third hop because that's where it kind of changes direction. It pops up. But that kid, you know, for a big kid who's played line, we saw him go low and claw the ground earlier to get that one earlier. And that's a good one of just, you know, maintaining it. He played out like a shortstop. He did a great job of getting his body in there and trapping it against it.
Ron, that
thing of also falling down and not thinking.
yeah, that last drive run was brought to us by Picture Day Photography. As we're almost done with our specializing in capturing the most dynamic action shots, highlighting each athlete's special talents. Visit pictureday.ca. Proud Junior Mustang sponsors for more than 5 years. So here we go, and Pinchovas is back in the gun, which I feel has been their best kind of offense. They've got their trips. 3x1. He's got his man number 14. He's going to throw. Look at that throw run. And it's bounces, and a great job that time by number 10 and number 80, Ron, for the Junior Mustangs in on the coverage.
Kevin Constantine, the little DB,
Yeah.
he had great concentration and great positioning on that. He does a good job. You can see it right here. He does a good job of collision, maintaining his outside leverage, and stepping across. And again, like we've seen a number of times, the DBs on both sides have been able to be in the receiver.
Hey, Ron, so we got a special guest with George. You're getting ready for your home opener next Thursday. You know, you've watched all the different levels of football. Talk about what you've seen from the youth movement bringing up into the high school ranks as we saw a great week of high school football. We'll get you right after this play, George. Just hang on that thought as I got Pinchovas in the gun split formation, 3x1 for Pinchovas. He's got number 8 in the slot, and he's the guy to watch, fans. As Pinchovas looks, he's got his man over the middle. He takes a shot. He's got his guy wide open. He hits him, and this man is now approaching 400 all-purpose yards. But, George, to the point.
Number 8 is special.
What do you think you've seen over the years as the youth movement, LMFA, Thunderbirds, and, of course, us, the London Junior Mustangs? And, you know, with us, we've really prided ourselves in developing you know, the fundamentals. What have you seen?
Well, Jay, I've seen these leagues develop over the past 10 to 15 years. I can tell you right now, this junior level of football has just exploded onto the scene, and these guys are getting better every single year. The coaching's top notch. Things are just moving along very, very well. Very proud of these kids.
Oh, that's awesome.
Back under center now in an I formation again. Inside handoff to number 21 there for Scarborough. Again, just trying to run a little power play there, Jay, and then again turns into a little bit more of an ISO. Fullback leads, picks up the linebacker, and scrapes him behind there through the B gap.
And George, you've coached a lot of sports, so thank you for everything you do for the youth movement. We just want to wish you all the best next week in your home opener.
Hey, looking forward to it.
All right,
St.
take care,
Joe's,
George.
Always a very well-coached team. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, George. That was George McCauley. And
you guys do a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
We've had a great night of different high school, and if you are a high school coach or player, come on out, and we'll get you on at halftime on a Friday night here at Citywide as we watch some great Bantam football. Here we go. Pinchovas looks to the side. He's got his man on the fly. He goes to a different guy. Wide open touchdown. And Pinchovas, Ron, has thrown his 4th touchdown pass of the game. What a day he's had.
Yeah, he's had a great game, but number 86 there was the receiver, Salfua. I'm sorry again with the pronunciation, but again, he's hit 4 different receivers.
Yeah,
this kid's put on a show.
We talk about number 8, but Pinchovas has been pretty darn good too, and he's a big kid. And like we said, we talk about Team Ontario. He's a guy that like to see him try out for Team Ontario.
Yeah, this kid just needs a little bit more time to develop, and if he can look, I'm telling you, if this kid can learn to look off a safety,
he'd be pretty darn good.
Well,
he did it that time. He didn't go to 8, and he went to his guy. They go for 2 now. Ron, take us through the call.
So under center, inside handoff, fakes the inside handoff. This time he's running out to the outside on the quarterback beat. Great job there. Who is that? Number 10, the toaster, Chase Smith. Absolutely great positioning.
He's had himself a whale of a ball game. And you know what the funny part is? We were approaching. Is that 99 points? No, 53 plus 30 is 83, 89. We were approaching 90 points, but Chase Smith says, no, I'm tired of the points. I'm a defensive player, and I do not want to see another point on this board, at least against my team. So great job by Chase Smith, Ron.
Yeah, again, a minute 48. 90 points on the board has come up here. As again, as we get down to the rows, we've talked about these guys a number of times tonight. Centerfield Sports at 25 Mid-Park Crescent is one of the largest indoor multi-sports facilities in Canada, offering the most advanced training, furnished with state-of-the-art equipment, supported by top-notch staff. Call or book your event today. Centerfield Sports takes pride in developing all competitive athletes like the Junior Mustangs.
Well, fans, as we near the end, thank you to Stephanie Melrose and Adam Melrose for everything that they've done. We've tried to hit all our sponsors twice. It's been one of those games, though, like Ron, it is almost 10:30, and it's 10:23 local time here on your Friday night in the Forest City, and we just wish us safe travels to the Scarborough Thunder, as this game at 53-36 should be pretty much done, although we have seen some crazy things happen.
There's a minute 48. This is the Canadian
football,
game.
yeah.
You know, there's lots of time left. You know, if Scarborough gets the ball,
I might
back
just
here,
drive right from here to Guelph tomorrow for that Western game, and the 4-0 Mustangs, Coach Marshall taking on the Guelph Griffins, and should be a whale of a ball game tomorrow.
Talk about a university rivalry there. That's been one of the best ones since the 80s on.
Yeah, for sure. And so all the best of the Western Mustangs as they go to try to be 5-0. There's the onside kick. It goes short. It goes 10, but I think the Mustangs recovered it, Ron.
Yeah, they do. I'm trying to see the number that got it. I think it was number 65.
See if you get on the replay, Ron. Maybe you'll see it on the replay.
Actually, it is. It's number 65, Jason Sargent. See him tracking. Oh, no, it's not Sargent. The number there, Jay. Just going to get it one more time here.
So, Ron, I'm just going to get one more.
David Anderson was on the recovery there.
Are you looking to install a security camera for your home or business in London, Ontario? Give us a call at IRS Security Systems, and I'll hold it on that. IRS Security Systems, great sponsor of your London Junior Mustangs. Here we go. It is 1st and 10. Jed Truppish with 1:48 to go, and he hands the ball off inside to McCauley. McCauley gets wrapped up for a 2-yard game. Back to IRS Security. They are Southwestern Ontario's experts in home security systems with 25 years of experience. We can quickly identify the perfect system tailored to your specific needs and at a competitive prices. Whether you're looking for security cameras, systems, home automation, access control, 24/7 monitoring services, we've got you covered. IRS Security Systems, your London Junior Mustang sponsor.
Yeah, McCauley with the gain of about 4.5 yards on that last one. Again, just keeping it 2 hands on the ball and grinding through the exact same play here again. Trooper actually keeps it on this one. Outside zone, again, fake the inside zone, did the read off of it.
He's going to be close to another first down, Ron.
Really, really close. And the first down here would just about do it.
Trying to get all our sponsors in here. Ron, why don't you take us through this one?
It is a first down there. And Spartan Nutrition, the leading sports supplement company with 5 locations in London, offering online shopping, satisfying all your supplement needs. Spartan Nutrition invites junior Mustang families to drop by and receive 10% off all Spartan Nutrition products and purchases.
Here comes Trippish. He's got McCauley off set to the right. He hands it off. McCauley puts his foot in the ground. McCauley bounces it back outside and back inside. And McCauley's done this all game, and he's going to be close to another first down run. We got 2 more sponsors to go around. We're trying to get him in. Take us through the next one.
All right, at McMaster Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, we are proud to sell cars, trucks, SUVs to the London area, as well as Woodstock, St. Thomas, and Ingersoll communities. We're not just another car dealer. We like to think our customers are well taken care of. From the Corvette Cafe to the award-winning body shop, proudly sporting the Junior Mustangs. Jay, you got one more here.
Yeah, I'll do the last one after this play. As they run the clock down to 53 seconds, and we'll see if they take a knee or run. I would think 2 knees and a cloud of dust, and we'll have a victory, and the Mustangs will go to 3-1 on the season. And Coach Bruno DeSandro, after that first loss to Hamilton, 21-7, and then Scarborough Thunder lost 62-18 to the Hamilton Junior Ticats. The Mustangs, looking for a big game as Trippish takes the knee. Crown Rust Control, located at 565 Glasgow Street, offers rust proofing and protection products to extend the life of your vehicle, working hard to deliver to their customers the best product, service, and warranty in the industry. Wishing their Junior Mustangs the best of luck this season. And once again, thank you to Battlefield Rentals for allowing us to have this lift to bring you this great view from Citywide. When you get it from the low, and it's not the greatest, it's still good, but this has been a great job by Alex Stoddard. Thank you to him. Thank you to Stephanie Melrose, to Adam Melrose and our crew, and Jameson Eves on the sticks there, and Nick Fonte on the sticks. Thank you for everyone, and yourself, Ron. I am KJ Kennemy. You are Ron Florida. We'll see you tomorrow night live from TD Stadium. Ottawa Sooners are visiting your London Beefeaters, the London Junior Mustangs. Ron, last thoughts on the game. 53-36. Take us home, Ron.
Yeah, this has been a fantastic played game. This is a heck of a ball club that Scarborough's got. I can't wait to see these kids develop. They've got 3 or 4 really, really special players. Hats off to Junior Mustangs. Had a great game plan, had a battle plan.
And one last reminder, Ron, take us home on the our friend who's passed away.
Again, just final thoughts on Jason. It was an outstanding man. Not only an outstanding referee, an outstanding father, and a great man. And again, our thoughts and prayers are way heavy to the football community for the loss of Jason. And again, we offer our condolences to his wife and his kids, and the thoughts and prayers to the family.
And I'm KJ Kennedy for Ron Florida and all our crew. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great, safe ride home, Scarborough Thunder. And remember, Junior Mustangs TV comes live to you this Saturday night and next Friday night. Thank you.